He does all things after his own counsel and for his own pleasure. So thank you, Father, for all things. Thank you for the gospel for Shiloh. Thank you for creating all things. No such thing as luck. Thank you for Busos, for the Bathos. Thank you for the tree of knowledge. Is supposed to thank Father for all things good and bad. Yeah, there's no such thing as luck. No such thing as free will. Freedom is not freedom. It's about rights. The right to choose. The right to choose is choice, not freedom. I rebuke freedom and free will. There's no such thing as luck. Nothing happens by chance, brothers, sisters. Only those that have a narrow eye will have that spiritual eye, to have the celestial eye, to understand where we're this time of this book, of these fulfilling of this flesh judgments that we're not under. So there are constitutional rights, though. There's laws of this land that have always been here. That's the word Shem. So nobody can take that Shem from my heart. It's written in the book of Colossians 2 and 14. I understand this. So Elijah left in a flaming chariot, brothers, sisters. So let me give you a little teaching here and understanding, if you will, Butsos, Bathos, of like Daniel and faith and choice. Let me give you a little, you ever heard of, remember Mr. Vomit Hopium, all that hope and change? Everybody all, remember all that? Barry with his man wife with the shaved Adam's apple. Joan Rivers disappeared. Oligas, brothers, sisters, oligas are going to understand that this fulfilling of the covenant of flesh was done, and fulfilling of the rituals, the fulfilling of prophecy, the fulfilling of teachers. Prophet is a teacher. The covenant of old, divorcing of this old covenant and fulfilling the contract, the divorce. And it's all about the wedding. It's all about Elijah, the lifting, Shiloh, the scepter sign. It's all about Judah, the tribe. He was a lion. Shiloh, the scepter sign, the destruction of the temple, the prophecy, no stone left upon another, the physical, the destruction of the physical, the filling, the taking away of the 10 commandments, the tables written on stone now on our hearts. Seeking ye shall find, brothers, sisters. Busos, ask and you shall receive. He said, his people shall perish for lack of busos. Knock, eat the meat, not this watered down milk. Read the word and define it. He said, I am the aletheia for a reason. So if you wrote it on your heart, hope you don't need a book to go spread the light. He said, don't hide it in a basket. Well, if you don't spread that light, though, don't shine one upon another under this covenant. No, the destruction of the physical, destruction of all this. No pride, not one, not just Jews, but fulfillment of all flesh under the covenant of this bride, the wedding. It's all about Shiloh. So it's all about Elijah. What's up? The flaming chariot disappears, escapes death. Imagine that. Fuck you, pigs. Bring your goddamn case. Let's bring it to trial. Come on, bitches. Feds, cop suckers, corporation, people in government, pigs. I'm not under that. I'm not some capital letter pig. Corporation, people in government, mente, controlled, government, mind. I'm not mind controlled. I'm not some corporate capital letter name. Bring your case. Bring it, feds. Come on, bring it, fucking Lake County, you fucking pigs. It's a bad day for this man right here, this flesh. Apologize. I just bring your case. Come on, let's go. I think I'll go ahead and just fuck your OPD big stupid program. I'll go ahead and represent myself. Already took jurisdiction over this case anyway, so he said, Paul said, wrestle not against flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, and he's talking about the fulfillment of this covenant of this flesh, that we're not under ordinances. He blotted it out. Cops protecting. Get out of here, bootlicker. Cops sucking pigs. Everyone, you're ignoramus. Get your ignorant ass out of here on support. You know what a pig is? All people in government. Get out of here. You support this corporation as Americans die in the street. They send money into fucking war. Get out of here. You're an apostasy to this covenant. People in government, or one of the ones in the clown suit, the state fucking pigs, or they're pigs, or people in government. The ones with the clown suits on, the fake badges, all that bullshit. You know, when I was a pig, cop sucker myself, and a veteran, disgusting, filthy military police in the military, you couldn't put your hands on a woman. That didn't make any of this. They're still work for a corporation. You're just an idiot. So get out of here. You're uneducated. So 9/11, don't see people running towards that building. 9/11, don't see people running towards that building. Yeah, Americans suck. You know what? You go to other countries, when shit blows up, you'll see people just piling shit. Now we got fucking FEMA out there at Hurricane Katrina. Fuck you, FEMA. Fuck you, Donald Trump, with your fake emergency. Yeah, FEMA takes over this country. They already did, you idiot Americans. When you declare a national emergency, FEMA takes over. Dumbasses. You're a bunch of ignorant pukes. I rebuke you. You let the old stand on the X. Imagine as a veteran, they go kill fucking people in other countries so you can stand on the X, huh? Or do your face, act like a child, do your face diaper ritual. Blind 11. Gee, I wonder who's responsible for that. Now I have the tallest building in the world, he says to the dancing Israelis at the bottom of the towers, huh? Gee, I wonder who did Blind 11. It might be blind as a bat there, Lightning. Maybe it's by that Barack Obama, the one who, remember, triple 3-1 tower? Building 7, CIA headquarters, decided to pull it. Grow up. So good to see you, Lady in Red. So calling out his fake national emergency. So there'll be a 2.0 coming. He takes over. So he's going to declare it. He said already, these Venezuelans that they flew in here, the Trojan horse is already here in America. You're just sleeping at the wheel. They sent them, paid them while you're fucking Americans dying on the streets. These people are getting paid in Ohio like $2,300 a month for 2 years, and they get all their goodies. You pay a power bill. I want to see your fucking social media. Are you in? What do you say? Yeah, you got a perfect spotless credit. You got a first, last, security deposit, cleaning deposit. Remember all these? Oh yeah, we're 2,300. Oh, $1,800 if it's 1 2-bedroom. These are all taking dying streets in the these Venezuelans, and most of them just came here to get a better life. We displaced some vets just like myself, all for the mighty old petrodollar reserve currency. Since 1973, we've been forcing people to boot the neck of nations on all. Yes, 180 plus military bases, and no, wait, it's 180 countries and 1,000 plus military bases. Get the math straight. The war machine, the American military. Eisenhower called it the military industrial, and Roger Waters calls it the war machine. So just go ahead and just let it keep happening. This corporation called, America, not the original constitutional republic. Just keep giving your authority to it. Just don't stand up against Christ. They threw him in prison because he stood up to the halakha and the Haggadah. You know anything about that? So, so don't be of this world, brothers and sisters. He said, be in it, but be not of it. Okay. You got to be here. Your body's a temple. I'm not saying you get to run away from this, but what are you stand up for your rights, not freedom. Fuck freedom. There's no such thing as freedom. There's no such thing as free will. It's called pornea and agape, but it's about choice. It's about the right to choose. It's about rights. So don't ever say the word freedom again. Don't ever let that come out of your mouth. That's MAGA. That's Satan, high priest Satan church. And what is the motto of the Satan church? Do as thou will. So get the fuck out of here with your free will shit. It's about rights. And they don't like this government. Fuck the stupid pigs. All these people work in government. They're all a bunch of alphabet soup agencies. They're a corporation. They're all Walmart faces to me. Every one of them. DOJ, your Walmart faces. That's the top below the president, man. They're all alphabet. They're all Walmart faces. Even these fake, you know how many fake judges there are not operating in an Article 3 court in a judicial capacity, operating in either a first, that's administrative, or fourth territorial. That's not judicial. That's not under the criminal code. Oh, code is the fucking that's a revised statute. That's not constitutional. You don't know anything about the law. That's why they took all your money from you, by the way. You're a child. That's okay. You get it back if you knew the law. But anyways, it's not constitutional. Title is not, Title 18 under the original statutes, but any of the subtitles, that's criminal code, and that's no jurisdiction. That's under the first and fourth administrative non-judicial court. Article court, and there's only 3, so it's not, you can only have to add 1, 2, 3. I know there's a 4 and there was 1 missing, kind of like, what? No. Get with the times. Come on, seriously. It's not that hard. So it's all a scam. You've been scammed, America, and you keep letting it happen to you, and then you pay for your own in confinement. You do. You let it put in there in their mate. You become a mate under this merchant. They call it maritime, whatever. It's an honor. You don't understand. To trust. It was written on paper and they broke it so you can subrogate all this back and challenge the judicial capacity of these fake clowns. Call themselves judges. They're not judges. What about the drones? The drones are the Aquarius ritual, satanic ritual. Water, boats, or landing on boats. That's the water and air. It's already told people they'll do all these satanic occult rituals of water, air. That's the age of Aquarius. This is it. The apocalypse. Checking out on the prison bus. Whoa, check it out. Revelation. What do you know? Boats and hoes, baby. Oh, that wasn't it. That was the wrong movie. I went into that was a movie. Never mind. All right. Hey, what careful with the boat. But anyway, no, the boats and the drones is the water and the air ritual. Get it? Aquarius, welcome to the new age, that's you asked for your opinion, you got it. You asked for it, you got it. Toyota, get a Toyota and get the fuck out of Dodge. Get away from these idiots. Already said fight or flight. You got 2 options. You're going to burn in the cities. They're going to burn to the ground with the arc discharges. It's coming, baby. The cycle. It's all cycles. There's nothing new under the sun. 13, remember? Months in a calendar, right? Am I in the right time? 5785? Uh-oh, I think I quantum leaped again into the idiot world where people celebrate Satan. They call him Jesus. Born in a manger. Uh-oh, I think I've topped in this bunch of lunatics celebrating. He said don't celebrate anything. An orgy calendar, bunch of lunatic orgy calendar worshiping Christians or whatever these idiot, all religions. I remember they were religious people. They're idiots. Who are you talking to? Remember that movie, Short Circuit? Got to be a witness. I'm standing here beside myself. Remember that? Or whenever that was. Why do I do movie quotes? I don't know, guys. It's just a teacher, pastor. What can I do? It's boring as. Uh-oh. Why would you say that old word and then go, though by the way? Is that what that means? Though by the, I think that's what you meant to put. I don't know what. William. I think I've seen you in here before. I think you come in here and troll this channel's Liam because you're not X-Mill. The man they put in jail with a wife who stood up to the gate, the pizza, all that back with Billary, Miss Liam, Mr. X-Mill. So where's Liam? Ask yourself that. Father will pour out a just measure. Thank you for Liam. I don't think you know anything what I'm talking about. That's okay. Did you know that chicken nuggets are really chicken nuggets? Yeah, see, there you are again. You're an idiot. I remember. You're just an idiot. You just babble, psychobabble. So, anyways, what's happening, brothers, sisters? Lady, oh, here we go. Gandalf. Okay, here we go with movies. Oh, I gotta worry about. Well, okay, I'm doing movies. I guess. How do you do it? Whatever. Yeah, he's out here already. Got, he's a troll, another troll. But anyways, lady. Not good news today. I finally break down and called. And it's not breaking in. Elijah's mom. I got hold of his mom. And those pig fuckers were right. What they said, he didn't show up. So he still has affirmative defense. I know that, but I'm never going to be the same. I thought I was going to see him. Now I know it's probably just going to be after we die. So it is what it is. But, I had some. Let me teach you something, brothers and sisters. When people, and this ain't me, just so you know, I just want to teach you something. I have faith like Daniel. Don't lose your fucking mind when I teach you this, please. This ain't me. I ain't of this flesh. There ain't shit here for me but my son, and I don't know what. I don't give a fuck. Just listen to this, what I'm telling you. Remember Mr. Vomit, Mr. Hope and Change? Because I already started you on this lesson. I don't know if you're keeping up or taking any notes. But when people have hope, brothers and sisters, they won't react. Let me teach you a little something about hope, okay? Because I don't have hope. I got faith, so fuck hope. But let me teach you something because I know people. Father sent me here just whatever. Just gonna have to listen or get out. I don't want to hear your shit. Not in the mood anymore. I bring your case, feds. Bring your case, state of Oregon. Bring your case, Lake County. Let's take this to federal trial. The evidence going to come forward. I'll bet you I'll just fucking represent myself. How much you bet you'll drop this shit? There ain't no money in this case. Bring another case. I'll subjugate that one. You're not operating. Unless you come at me in an Article 3 court under Title 18, not revised statute under code. I'm not some code, that. Get your district criminal chief of finance here in Lake County saying my name like that song. Say my name and not in capital letters. So I think he's already subservient, my bitch. So they already vacated the case. You want to take it back? Let's bring this shit. Hurry up. I want to fucking get my son out of this shit. He still has affirmative defense. Jurisdiction, right? Right? Is it jurisdiction? No, you don't have no jurisdiction. Justification defense for his actions, my actions. Constitutional under criminal. Yeah. So I know my rights. I serve, remember? Fuck you, you stupid fucking pigs. Cop suckers, all you are, a bunch of corporate Walmart pigs, clown cops wearing a fucking fake badge. You don't have any judicial capacity. You're Walmart pigs is all you are. Every one of you state pigs, you state fucking pigs, are reporting back to the ones that I remember that top that stupid state pig. Stop fucking looking at me, you pig. I'm talking to your fucking camera. These ones you're reporting, you got a Lavoy Finnick in me. Let's bring another case. You're going to bring another SWAT team out here. Just bring what you got so I can get my fucking sons cleared, exonerated of his fucking charges. You could have brought in one call, done it all. Remember, J.G. Wentworth? I got thousands of hours of discovery. What do you got? You have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt. I know under excuse defense, that affirmative defense, an example of affirmative defense is self-defense. So fuck you. I know my rights under criminal. Are you actually even under a title original statute, not a revised statute, operating in a third article court, not in a first or fourth? See, I know my rights, so fuck you. I already subjugated the bond in this other case. That's why you vacated the case. Or are you going to do anything about it? Because hurry up. I'm tired of my son. Fucking, so what? Now he didn't show up. He still hasn't. This is insane. You fucking with my son, and I'm tired of this shit. This country, you keep fucking with this country. Come, whatever, bring what you got. NDAA, you just revise that shit. You can fucking take me without any notifying my family. Nobody gives a fuck about me anyways. Come on, you don't even need to give me a fucking trial, remember? I know this. Mr. Vomit signed it. He's the one who put it into I know the rights of this country. I know every fucking thing you do. I've been keeping my eye on you, government. Because remember, it's first what, ballots? You know, these idiots in this country. You guys, please hear me out for 1 second. I'll quit speaking to these stupid faggots that are watching. I'm tired of this shit. This is come on by so you can get a try. I'm tired of this. Oh, that's hate speech. Fuck off. Fuck off. If I'm not inciting violence, you know, freedom is dangerous. You've forgotten. I hate speech. That's stupid fucking bullshit. That's like fucking officer safety. Fuck you, get a line of work. I've never heard a word fucking song come out that says fuck the firemen. They run into a building, don't even worry about their safety. Fuck you, cop pigs. You fucking don't care about anything, but you're just clowns. You don't even know the laws. You have no law. Unless you can't fucking put me under an Article 3 court, under a judge that has judicial capacity, under Title 18, not a subtitle or a revised statute. That's code. I'm not a code. I'm not an ordinance. You have no authority over me. Father gave me this authority because he made this Constitution, these original founding fathers, just for you. So remember, you have a duty. Any one of you people call yourself a fucking American citizen. Remember, there were Magna Carta before. All this forming, this division away from this separation was not from the Queen, the original. That's what they're on you. Merchant law. From your birth. It's a contract in capital letters. You don't even have any idea what they're doing, but that's why they call you a child and took over this from birth. It's a contract. It was an honor contract on paper. And if you broke that contract, that's what they did. This used to be a constitutional republic. Now they were under, democracy. No, it's a corporation sold on the stock exchange. So they don't have any authority over me. I'm not a corporation. These judges are Walmart. They're not judges. There's no judicial capacity in a first or fourth article court. And that's not law. There's no jurisdiction. So I've already subjugated the bond in this case, or this merchant number, the dollars, what do you call it, whatever you want, and they're not moving for it. So bring forward your case. So I can show my case showing you that Elijah did these 180 hours. So I can start bringing suit against you for all these extra fucking hours that you made him do. I have the case. I have it. Bring it again. Bring another fucking SWAT team. You say you're in this thing. I've shown you the discovery. You say you're in here. Law enforcement. Mr. Werner often broadcasts. Okay, I'm doing it again, motherfuckers. You say you're watching it. So bring your case. Dude, I have affirmative defense. I'm protecting my son's asshole. You don't want to look at I didn't call at 5 months. I've already put it up. I have thousands of hours of discovery. I'll bring it into discovery and represent myself. Fuck your OPDP. Oh, you heard it. Oh, well, it might be a while for you. That's a fucking Miranda right violation. Proper adequate counsel. And if you constitutionally violate my Sixth Amendment right to fair trial, if you suspend fair and speedy for even a second, that's a Sixth Amendment violation. Change the venue. File it already. I already told these people they're idiots. They have no authority. They brought their best SWAT team. Thought they could Lavoy Finnick me. I told you that, you bitches. You cop punk. That one guy said that my son resists. Go watch the video. Did Elijah resist? No, he came out peacefully, and I'm gonna say with his hands up. All everybody did, and they come out here and get some gunfight. Thought they'd sweep me out of here fast as they could. Have a watch where you go to sleep. With fucking, they knew exactly. You know, they've been watching my. I told them I was getting tired. 17 days saying, come on, just call one time. Look at Elijah. How did he look at the month 6? How come he didn't have 47? How come he didn't have month 40, day or hour 48? And here, pay $100, start working for. No, he didn't. That didn't come up until month 33. Actually, my son could have got off at probation at 17 months, and I have all the proof. So everything after 17 months will be part of this subjugation. And the sooner they bring this case, the sooner I get my son. I cannot fucking believe what I just heard, but it is what it is, and I apologize. I have a First Amendment. First, you better come with those. Listen, hope, brothers and sisters. Hope. I ain't lost no hope. I got faith. I know the Constitution, and I ain't worried about nothing in this flesh. I will never act out in any physical manner to anybody. I've already shown that. These cop-sucking pigs have no case against me at all. Try to bring a case under some anonymous out-of-state YouTube. I want to see every person that's called in my discovery. I'm telling you, I'm going to bring all this. You got no case against me. None. I still have affirmative defense, justification on why I did this, that I can protect myself from illegal prosecution, wrongful prosecution under the definition of affirmative defense is self-defense in a criminal case. So remember, I even told your cop-sucking state trooper pig that. At least he got that right, but then he come into some criminal thing. I said, well, I should have just shut up, let him put his foot in his mouth more, but that stupid other pig smiled at me, and I told him, stop smiling at me, you clown cop or whatever pig. I just was not in the right mood. I just heard that my son didn't show up to his prior probation appointment. I'm going to his trial thinking, okay, I'm almost done with this shit. We're going to take this dude to trial. This chief of finance who signed this SWAT warrant where I have now permanent damage to my body and my dogs. I didn't know there was no resistance. I only asked at 45 seconds from going 17 minutes after going to sleep. Actually, I was in bed for 2 minutes. It took me 15 minutes. 2 minutes after I actually went to sleep, it was Oregon State Police. I went to the door to see if my son was okay and asked that. I heard him, but I just want to know if my son was. I didn't know how long I just literally 2 minutes after going on. They already had their big party up here at the lodge. I believe it was the only thing that was open, and said they were going to come have this big standoff because there were so many men, and they were bragging. Josh Bezel and all of them were going to have this big armed standoff. This guy's anonymous YouTuber calls and says that he would fight to the death for his son to go to prison. Yeah, just like I'm doing now. I'm providing discovery and the evidence so that I never asked actually for him to call here. We pleaded for him. Lady in Red was there. We had hundreds of calls. So they have to bring all this into discovery too. They can't say they ran from this. They're used to ramrodding people through, but it will go to I've already told them too. So, Lady in Red, did you hear what I just said? They said Elijah did not show up to his appointment in September, and he wasn't there at the trial. There was nobody there. Remember I said they're lying pigs? I did that one on lying pigs because they have sovereign immunity. The teaching on there's no sovereign. Well, they do have what is called, we'll use this stupid ideology word, sovereign immunity. Well, it's true. So, brothers, listen, I want to teach you something simultaneous so you can learn the Daniel faith and you can learn this hope thing, which is stupid. But we'll give it to you because this is how people have no faith and they act in hope instead of faith. When people have hope, brothers, sisters, they sit around and they don't do a fucking thing. Like it says in the books of Psalms, the only thing it takes for evil to flourish is for good men to stand around and do nothing. But let me tell you, when a man loses all hope, woman, that's when they get up off their fucking ass and do something. It's pretty sad, the world that I live in. Seriously, brothers, sisters, that's just Lesman. That ain't me. Fuck this world. There ain't nothing here but my son. And although they took him from me, really, it's not. God's creating all this, so I ain't tripping. Remember, don't be anxious, brothers, sisters. God has all this. He's creator. So, Father, he sent Shiloh. It's all, I'm only going to get to see him. He knows that. I'm just his dad. I'm not his father. So this sucks. I would never have wanted my son to have to be on the fucking run because he's not guilty of any of this shit. and have all the proof. So bring your fucking case, state of Oregon. Bring your case, feds. Whoever's got a case against this man, or bring it now so I can get my son exonerated. That no, we're going to put you in the OPB program. This might be a while before you get this shit's bullshit. Bring it. Come on. I got my evidence. I'm going to just probably have to go file all these motions at the discovery and represent myself and put them on the fucking front. I still want it to go to a federal court. I still want this case to go top, bottom, looked at every inch of this case, top, bottom, everyone involved, all this discovery that I've already put, this list of 30 or 40 people. Lady in red understands. She was here, and I'm not trying to pull her in this, but she understands, see, lady in red, this is personal. I don't mean to, I don't care, guys. You're just here. You don't matter. Okay. And you do if you're in the narrow way, but otherwise I ain't here to make friends. Okay. I ain't here to be nice. The word nice means to be stupid. So, let's not even worry about that. All this stuff's unconstitutional. It is where I got to go from where I'm at, lady in red. I still have a case against me. Remember, they still have 4 felonies and a thing, because my case is Elijah. So I'm not going to jump this. I made myself the evidence. Remember when I jumped in and said, fuck you, you're not taking them to jail. I knew I had what is called affirmative. This ain't their clerical bullshit, corporate. I have constitutional law that I can, in a criminal case. And remember, see, is it Title 18 under original statute, not revised statute, which is code? That's corporation. In a third article court, see, none of it is. But we'll go ahead and use their the stupidity of their. They don't have nothing. So I have to look at this too, even the feds, because I have authority over the Constitution, over the federal government. I have the Constitution. I'm armed with my rights. Remember, fuck freedom. There's no such thing as freedom. It's called the rights to choose. Remember, we were separated. Remember all this Magna Carta, Bill of Rights, Declaration of Independence. Oh, that's what gave us our separation from the Queen. But they put all this country back onto this merchant law or corporate law or prior to the Queen, and people are too stupid. Well, it's actually, they say you're childish, and they took it at birth from you and they sell it on the stock exchange. People don't even have any idea, but it doesn't mean it's happening. They don't think it's happening to them. It doesn't mean it doesn't. Because they don't know it's happening doesn't mean that it's not happening. And so just because I know this rights doesn't mean, well, I see what I'm going to do is I'm going to search it. People don't know. And so there are people working always in the shadows like myself, not workers of darkness, but workers of light in this darkness of this that we live in this corporation. It's not a constitutional republic. I'm not part of that. I am always operating in a private capacity, never in commerce. So, I'm not capital letters. I am not part of this commerce. I can't be put under this because I won't let them arrest me under a capital letter name. No Fed organization, no DOJ has any authority over the Constitution. This federal government was just put there to protect the right of the people. And I'm going to make you aware of something, and I'm not inciting any violence. I'm inciting you to stand up under the Bill of Rights. It is our duty, if this government becomes exactly what it is, because that's why they wrote this Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and Bill of Rights. First, they put the Constitution first, so Congress shall establish no law. They're the ones who write the laws. See, this executive order is not constitutional. All these things that they do under non-Article 3 court, under criminal title, and see, you still have original constitutional rights, 4th Amendment, 6th Amendment. See, even if they violate, if they throw me in a criminal trial, I have the right to speedy trial, call witness in my favor. And no right of suppression of it. They can't suppress any evidence and discovery. That is the right to both sides discover the evidence. Say, I have the right to. There's no limit on how much I can bring into. It's how much is in the case. That's why in this case, I told him, I brought this to Donahue, one of the largest in Deschutes in state Oregon. He said, I don't have the bandwidth to do this case. It's too many people. It's too many. Yeah, no, and they're going to take it to me on trial in 2 days. They're out of their fucking minds. They're idiots. They lost jurisdiction in my case. I already challenged Vandenberg that he's just operating as a clerk in an administrative capacity. You've witnessed history. If you've seen this channel, I don't people think understand what is happening here. Father is working this, not me. I'm just doing this vessel thing. I'm ready to go now that I don't know where my son is at. And I don't know if I'm ever going to fucking see him again. I ain't lose hope, bro. So I got faith. Okay, I'm going to concentrate on Shiloh, and none of you dumbass pieces of dirt I don't care who you are, how many billions are left after COVID. You are not worth trading seeing my son, because I got no other motherfucking connection on this rock from nobody. This is not losing hope. Remember, when people lose hope, they get up off their ass and do something. I ain't got fucking lost no hope. They ain't about hope. Fuck your hopium and your change with the vomit. I got Daniel, faith. So I'm not going to lose faith that I hope that my son is enjoying his life. And I don't know why. I wouldn't fucking blame him, man. I mean, I've already talked to a couple of people before I came in here, guys. I am beside myself. I had some kind of thought that Father might allow me to see him that day. And no matter, remember, I was, hey, I'm going to see my son in a few days. No matter what, if they lock him up, I'll tell him we're okay. And that's all gone, brothers, sisters. That's all gone. So I don't know where he's at. Because remember, I asked, where's he at? So it is what it is. I want to share that with you because I'm just going to keep my faith, and I want these feds to bring their case, whatever they got against me. Bring it now. Bitch, you got to delay. You delay my fucking trial any longer. That's a Sixth Amendment violation, of Miranda violation, of adequate counsel. Fuck off. I'll represent myself. If you're afraid of me, then bring it. Let's do this. I'll remove all this OPB bullshit or whatever this bullshit of another appointment. It took you 6 fucking months to give me count. That's already a Miranda adequate counsel and an immediate violating my Sixth Amendment that's a constitutional right, you dumbass fucks. You can't delay me even a second, and you already took 6 months to give me Phil Studenberg, who asked to be fired. He's again, fire a fucking attorney who has provided his counsel. What a dumbass idiot that bar, whatever, that dude should disbar that dude. You can't fire somebody you don't pay. What a dumbass attorney that is. He still works for the chief of finance, Ted, and so does Judge. He's not Judge. Judge Vandenberger, that's Dave, and Dave's not here. I've already dismissed Dave. Dave doesn't have any judicial capacity. Dave's operating in, I believe, a territorial. It don't matter. It's administrative. There's 3. Remember, all I got to add 1, 2, 3. This ain't Sesame Street. 1 bad. 2 bads. 3 bad. Look at first article, administrative court, non-judicial, no judicial capacity. 4th, no judicial capacity. The only judicial under Title 18, not revised statute, that's code. Original, that's under any revised statute, not constitutional. It's under the corporation. It has to be original title. This is all the criminal statutes. And unless they're operating in a 3rd article court, which is a judicial capacity, it's not. It's just, they're just fronting like they're some kind of, they're Walmart. They're like, hey, you got to buy from us. That's all that dude is that smiley face. I have a whole new operation for the smiley face now. Sister Lady in Red. Think about when you see that judge. Remember, he's just a smiley. Remember, I used to go, because Executive Order 11004 is still going to come into play. They already did it during World War II. It's going to happen when Trump comes in. Watch. Don't believe me, just watch. I mean, I ain't some prophet. Remember, I told you, I get their white papers. I watch what they're doing. He said he's going to send the executive order of the military to your door now twice. First during COVID for the jab, now with the executive order to find these Venezuelans. So he always declares. Trump knows how this goes. Giannis, two-faced, remember? 2 sides, 2 kings, all this. He knows. He's not stupid. He's all in it. He's all in. He's got his puppet masters that are, these banksters that are controlling all. Koch brothers, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, #1 selling single drug ever product in the world, and the bringer of the drug dealer ever himself, ever the #1 drug dealer ever, creating the largest expansion of debt ever in the history of mankind. Barry couldn't spend. He spent more than Barry, and Mr. Joe, his behind buddy, and cackling Kamala Allah Akbar couldn't spend as much as Mr. Chump himself. Mass murder in chief of the Red Army, right? No, those are all private contractors. They're still pigs, people in government. Anybody who works for the government's a pig, people in government. And he told us, do not cast your pearls before swine. So fuck Donald Trump. That was a fake emergency. About to declare another one. It still affected you last time. You don't think it will this time? How's that a national emergency? You 100% got the disease. Are you any good with math? You got it. There wasn't no if. Now, this ain't a matter of if, and this is before. This is not if, but you 100% got it. You had no existing conditions. You were healthy. Your survival rate was 99.8%. How the fuck is that a national emergency? Lock that fucking motherfucker up. I've been insisting on it. Bring it, feds. What, do you got a case against me for saying that? That's my freedom of speech. That's the math. You don't like it? kiss my ass. I can still say whatever I want. I have freedom. I'm not inciting violence. I'm inciting lock them up. How many hundreds of millions of dollars did he get for Hillary for prison? And then she sat 3 bodies away from him at his inaugural dinner. Lock him up for how many hundreds of millions of dollars were funneled into his account? The swag, buttons, banners, t-shirts. Oh, yeah. Campaign Trump, I'm going to lock her up 3 bodies away from her. That's insane. And then sleepy Trump's right there. They're fans. Oh, hey, change in the twinkling of an eye. They never forgot. They forgot. He said he's Sleepy Joe and not creepy because they're behind buddies. Chump and Joe, oh yeah, they play Swartz, don't cross, what is that, lightsabers. They cross lightsabers and do the whole hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yeah, they're 2 wings to the same dragon, 2 cheeks to the same ice hole. Never mind. Hole, dragon. Remember Democrat, Republican? 2 cheeks to the same hole, 2 wings to the same dragon. There we go. God's in control. God creates all things. So that's why God put thump in a Nimrod tower to hold your Tesla millimeter wave. That's why megalithic structures could have already been built long time ago. We didn't even need to fight one oil war. Not one single person ever had to die like myself, veteran, had to sit there and have this on our hearts on this military. That we never did. We had a car that could go over 1,000 miles in the 1800s, and Mr. Stinky Muskrat, Black Cat, and I warned you before that pig came into Baphomet, remember People's Champion, listener, Mr. Musk, and all your people at the top. The iron will not cleave with watery clay. Daniel, remember where we're at in that book. Starlink my ass. All right, anyways, moving on, brother, sister. Mr. Stinky Muskrat couldn't get a car to go 500 miles on a single charge. Yeah, right. This is insane. Now I'll get you hooked up to a smart meter. Get 2 tickets to paradise. You'll see what happens next. Yeah, that's above is below. That's what happens there. You ungrounded yourself. Your smart meter. Yeah, no, your toaster's talking to the FBI. Are you worried about the FBI? Or you should worry about somebody that's been watching you because he's not over your head the whole time. He's inside of you. Oh, Christ in you. Well, I don't know. Is he written on your heart? That's what he said. Only the bride. That blotted out the book of Colossians 2:14, the law. The Shem, he is, I am. He said, he created all these things. He spoke all this into existence, if I'm not mistaken, a positive and a negative, a dark and a light. Predestined for light. Remember the former channel? Fuck you. You guys said you're watching my channel? Well, fuck you then, you pigs. People in government, all you work for this government. Private contractors, I don't care, state level, all you pigs and all you people who support you pig lickers, boot lickers, licking these corporate cops, not even operating in a judicial capacity because you don't know. Hey, at least when I was one of these pigs, you couldn't put your hands on a woman. A pat down, a frisk, a search. That was now, man, pigs just stick their hand right down these people's pants. Seriously, lame. That's insane. I can't believe they've ever allowed that to happen. Oh, yeah. Well, now they can get all in every state. You can do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around, and you got Bad Man Orange or painted faces reading to kids in libraries. Oh, how come he's talking about it now? You're Sean. I'm just going off on the government because there's no government anymore. These people have let this constitutional republic turn into a corporation and they give their authority to it. So, I want to gather by government, define, gather, give them thyroid stuff and take wind up and Biggin said, was it? Okay, well, we know what that's about. So let me land out this, please. Right now, go find nascent iodine. Go on to healthfoodsoreshop.com and go buy up all the Survival Shield 1, 2, and 3, and it's all nascent, so it's electrified, so your body immediately absorb it. Avoid the potassium iodide because I'm a veteran. That's what they give to veterans. If you're exposed to radiation, brothers, sisters, I know this. Beep, beep. No, don't. Just go slow and smooth, okay? Just like the SWAT team. Slow and direct the threat, bitch. No, I'm not coming. I'm tongue with a mouth. Remember, I'll fight to the death. Anonymous caller on YouTube. Law enforcement's watching. Fuck you, pigs. All right, anyway, people, nice and, yeah, but listen, you need iodine to fill your thyroid. That's what's going to protect. Everything goes through your thyroid. Everything goes through your thyroid. Your nasals, your mouth, eat, breathe, all of it, drink all of it. Remember the goiter problems they took away all that iodized salt, goiter and thyroid problems. So your thyroid is your protection. Like you don't want to go to Amsterdam without a shield, right? Trojan man, right? Bring a shield to every battle. So anyways, Trojan man, right? Or anyways, I don't know what the other one. So, but right, just the tip, honey. Remember that? No, never mind. So, Amsterdam. Remember, you go to Amsterdam. So, anyways, you got to be safe. Look, Boomer, stop it. Don't sit there with your lollipop Jesus, okay? Do you believe, there's more than one Jesus in Scripture? God is a title. That's not his name. I rebuke your idiocracy in here. Let's teach off you, idiot. Let's see if you have any busos, if you can give me the light. Love thy enemy like thou love thy neighbor. You got any love, Shem, authority? Hallowed be thy, our Father, who art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name. And that's not Jesus. Baby manger, Satan, transgender, Jesus, booby, Jesus. Which G are you? God is a title. I'm a military veteran. What God are you speaking of? Little G God, deity? Oh my God. That God isn't in the book. They never wrote that in the original text. So what the hell are you talking about? I want to learn off you, Boomer. You seem to have something. I'd rather go to God. God, you can't go to God, you idiot. You're an idiot. You don't read the word at all. He said, if I did not call out, we're going to rebuke this idiot. Watch. Boomer's full on, never read the word of God. He's one of these lollipop Christians. Watch. Just with one sentence, we'll just put one thing on him. This is how you do. You put him up this, you love thy neighbor like you love thy enemy. You put the word on him. So watch me rebuke this idiot with the word of God. God said, if I did not call out to their hearts to seek after me, not one of them would. So you're an idiot. I rebuke you with the word. That's how you do it. There's a teaching for you, brothers and sisters. If somebody's in the broad way, a lying demon distributing lies and fortunes to others, and obviously an idolater because he believes his own lies. He's never even read the word because that rebukes the exact opposite of what God says in his book, huh? He ain't reading. He's got his own Shem authority, Agape. See? He thinks it's Jesus. He thinks it's God. Little teaching. We'll go back to healthfoodstore.shop.com. We'll go by the nascent iodine, survival shield 1, 2, and 3. They're all electrified nascent iodine that will protect your thyroid because your body's a temple. And he said that, yes, take care of your temple, brothers and sisters. Christ in you. Hallelujah. It's not in the church. Remember, you don't dwell in houses made by hands. His name is not God. God is a title never written in the original text. So people are idiots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. You're so good, lady in red. Man, I could use you around. But anyways, I've got to, hold on one second. You're like, I'm here. So appreciate your time. You're so giving. Thank you for keeping these trolls fed and allowing me to teach off them too, so we can help and give others busos, so we can just do what we're supposed to by sharing the light and putting the light on them. Are you still here, Boomer? You're an idiot. Do you feel like do you feel rebuked with the word? Like, man, I was so in the opposite of what the word of God actually I should have read. He's right. And that's okay. Don't worry about it. Thank God. Don't thank me. I just put the word on you. Like, Brother Jim, you need a fellowship. So this right here is the whole thing you and me here. Brother Jim didn't put the word on me. That's how you love your neighbor, brother. It says you don't bake fucking your enemy cookies and and crackers and here, let me bring you some dinkies, Twinkies and ding dongs, some ho-hos and some Swiss rolls. Enemy. Want some hot cross top buns? They did that to Ishtar goddess. Remember, that was the one who had sex with her son, the son of Satan. Christmas. Well, Christmas is Satan and orgy Satan and orgy Jesus, and Semiramis is his wife. And when Satan died, she married her son. So you might want to get with the times. It's not 2024. It's 5785, you orgy Jesus worshipers. Christians, Catholics, Protestants, Presbyterians, Mormons, you're all vanity. Heard of this book called the Book of Mormon? What's your opinion on it? Mormons are fucking idiots. They believe in modern day prophecy. So I rebuke the whole Mormon church. They're idiocracy. Where's the gospel in that? It's all about Shiloh when you die after this life. So Book of Mormon ain't got no gospel, and they believe in modern day prophecy. Christ nailed prophecy to a tree. So they're a bastard dies some other, remember, Canaanite church who believes against this covenant that there's a higher, Jesus. There's more than one Jesus in Scripture. So That's why I always rebuke those idiots. Oh, Christ warned us about you exact people. He fulfilled on a tree prophecy. So all you speaking to the church, you're blasphemy. He warns about another through Paul, another Jesus, Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints. There you are. Oh, well, I know you're on your little mission, but no, I rebuked you. You represent the other Jesus that Paul spoke of. There's no such thing as prophecy, you idiots. You ripped my Hamashiach, born not Masonic, like this 33-degree Masonic nation, This was a constitutional republic. There were 13 colonies. You might want to get, I don't claim states' rights. I have to, but that's how you can get it back. But see, that's what I'm saying. These people or they don't understand what the word Shem is or anything. So how is, Joseph Smith, the gospel? I've read the Book of Mormon. I've read the Quran. I've read all the lost books. I've read Jasher, Lilith. I have a book of Madame. I've read all these multiple times over, but there's no gospel in that. So what the hell are you doing? It's if you can add it, maybe you can speak a little Greek. And thanks for your opinion. Thanks for just let me teach off of the moronic Mormons. They believe in modern day prophecy, and there's no more. The prophecy is teacher. The word teacher, prophecy, but there's no prophecy. He fulfilled that on a tree. But people are idiots. They think Jesus was born in a manger in the middle of winter, and that's Satan. They think a lot of things. They don't realize a lot. They don't define anything. Remember, where'd what's his name go? He said something about God. Go to God. God only. Nobody's coming to God unless God calls out to their heart. So you can't accept Christ. So there we go. We'll rebuke that. You heard that term, accept Christ. You can't accept Christ. You can't be saved. There's no such thing as being saved. So many people, all these pastors, deacons, reverends, they're blasphemous, heathenous swine, is what they are. You can't be saved. All these baptisms, water, that's not baptism. That's not what a baptism is. Not water. You're an idiot. That not by definition doesn't have anything to do with it's not in the definition. There's nothing in either baptizo or bapto. Okay. Look up the definition of things and you might find the aletheia and understand the orizo is the light that can't be defiled. And so that's an undefiled light. That's why he is. That's why he had to send his son to fulfill that. It was just one house. Now it's all flesh, but just a little bit of all flesh this time under this covenant to fill. So I'm not under this law. I don't have to worry about these stupid judges that are clowns and think they have authority. I have the Father's eye. I am Shem. I am Revelation. I am Apocalypse. I've never been arrested under some capital A. I got this punk bitch down here, chief of finance in Lake County, saying my name like that song says. Say my name, but he ain't saying it in capital letters. I think he's my bitch now, don't you? He ain't saying it in capital letters, screaming it so loud he gets maroon and then purple. I never seen it like Purple Rain. That dude turned like Prince purple on me. Like a freaking, more like a eggplant purple. Yeah, he would have never seen nobody turn eggplant purple. Brothers and sisters, he was pissed. He's just some chief of finance. He don't have no authority, no jurisdiction over, but he's only trying to steal. He's pissed because I took the merchant number, credit away from him, and he has no authority. And judge is not a judge. I subrogated and called out that the Dave's not here. Vandenberg is no authority. He's not operating in a third article court under the original Title 18 statute. He's operating under the criminal code, revised code, Oregon revised statute, and that's not the original constitutional law. So fuck them. They don't know the law, and it'll come back to bite them. And that's so beautiful. What's with the Constitution that protects your God-given right, whether you believe in God or not. Believe is not a thought in your head. God's is a title. So I don't know which God did they have. This Masonic nation. So you might figure out what's going on. There's a lot more going on than behind closed doors than you realize. But anyways, fuck this constitutional, bullshit, fake criminal. That's a commerce name. It is. So, but it's revised statute, and that's not third article. So there's no jurisdiction. So, but I don't care. I haven't lost hope. It's like my son. So as soon as these dumbasses will bring this thing to trial. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go start representing myself. I just have no more time to wait for these. They've already violated my 6th Amendment. You waste any more of my time, you fucking pigs. People in government, all you people I don't care if feds you think you have. You're just still pigs to me. You're all just a Walmart smiley face. You have no authority over me. And I warn you of the Walmart smiley face, Executive Order 11004. Remember, you heard it. What part of it shall not be infringed? You not under fucking stand. This country sells surface-to-air missiles. Look how dumb these motherfuckers are in this country. Somebody with, I'm a vet. You know what an AT-4 or shoulder-fired rocket launcher is? At the president, they said, right, the fucking fake pretended commander, mass murder-in-chief, for the third time, he gets fake. No, there's 3 separate shooters, and the kid gets his face shot out. The second time, right, he's in the bushes for 12 hours, and then he gets 45 fucking miles away. I want to know what's going on. He's got his own security team, brothers, sisters. And never forget, after that incident, he asked, oh, no, it was when they shot the shoulder fire rocket at him that, yeah, the surface-to-air missile, to fire at him, and the whole public's like, forgets about that. Oh, yeah, for the third time. They could love their occult rituals. They love this shit. They do their air rituals. I already told you, drones and hoes, or boats and hoes, bros. No, wait, that's not boats and hoes. Where'd I come up with that? That's a movie. Stop saying that. That's it. I don't like that guy. I don't like any of these actors. All right, anyways, boats and drones, bros, hoes, whatever. Okay, whatever. It's the Aquarius ritual, you dumbasses. I keep telling you, they're going to keep doing these rituals on you. Boats and drones. Water. Go to the man with the water pouring out it on Fomalhaut the fish. Remember the vessel? Water and air were the ages of the air. Drones, hello, I told you, bride, fly, all these air rituals. Oh, it happens to involve water too. What do you think that's about? This is it. Okay, whatever. You don't have to get it. I'm only here for a minute. This is Country Minute. This life ain't shit. Roger Waters. It's only a lifetime. So, Shiloh's my love. You guys can have this world. There's nothing here for nothing. They just took my fucking son. Come on, bring your case against me. Bring it, then I can get it done and get out of the way. You already delayed my right to fair trial and speedy trial. So you already broke my constitutional Sixth Amendment right. I know see how I'm asserting it. So you go ahead, bring it. Let's do this. Bring me into court. Come arrest me again. Do something. Stop sitting here violating my Sixth Amendment and adequate counsel. Right. So I know my rights. I'm going to assert them. I'm a tyrant veteran that served this beast military industrial complex. We never needed to kill anybody in war of oil, brothers, sisters. Tesla Tech could have taken that Donald John Trump, his uncle John Trump has that Tesla Tech. They could build megalithic structures they say we can't build. Yeah, they have this millimeter wave technology. I don't hide anything. I'm only here for a minute. You're going to be one of these people who just shut up about this. I'm not. I'm going to go down and make sure I didn't, like Christ stood up to the perversion of the law. This all perverted, so I'll know I was being Christ-like, if nothing else. Hey, do you want to rip your beard out of your face to put holes in you? They tried to shoot me out here, right? Or they thought they did, but it didn't turn out that way because God had a different plan. They came with an A and didn't even have a B. That fucked them hardcore. But that's all right. All those pigs will go on trial. I guarantee every one of those pigs will go on trial. Everybody in this case, I'm going to bring in discovery. They're all going to have to be summons to court. They'll all go to trial. See, pigs on trial. You like it? That's God's will, not mine, not of my own. So drones are these drones, guys. How are these flying over boats, guys? Well, ask yourself if they're landing or not have pontoons and they're out coming from the water. These are Iranian drones, brothers, sisters. Wake the fuck up. Seriously. There's our Iranian drones. Are they governments or are they ours? Because they say there's no boats out there. There's no boats and hoes. Come on, guys. Go to Dabu channel and look at. He wants to try to get somebody to go out there with a boat. Help that guy out. Love Dabu77. Go see Surviving End Times, Dabu77, please. He's trying to call somebody to get on a boat. Go the fuck out there. There's a whole different law out there. Remember, let's go see what the fuck's out there. If the FBI stops us, we'll know. Or if, whatever, FBI ain't gonna be out on the water. Oh, wait, or the ones that dumped fucking Barry Soetoro, Barack Obama, or no, that was Osama bin Laden. Oh, there's a little confusion here. They called me the scapegoat bin Laden. But how many times that guy get whacked? Right on. Thank you, Sharon. Big long time. Been on. Dabu's been on this platform. This motherfucker goes to boots on the ground. He got pushed. He been shot at. When you guys don't do, see, that's what I'm talking about. A man that goes out there on the streets and does the work of the Lord. You know, he understands, man. Thank you, Father, for Dabu77 and protecting his channel. And he's out there doing his thing now and demonetized a channel that should have never, I don't know, he's over the target, brothers, sisters. That's what they'll do. So Barack Hussein Obama right now, lunch fucking, that's so stupid. Barack Obama means I saw lightning fall from heaven. Didn't we already take care of Saddam Hussein? No, he never did have any weapons of mass destruction. Didn't know. He just wanted to pay for oil and gold. Or was that Gaddafi? They call me the scapegoat bin Laden. Osama bin Laden was an oil tycoon who did businesses with, did oil deals with the Bushes. Stay out of the Bushes. I warned them, but they don't give a shit. They love Trump. They love Bush. They love all of them. Barry, they're all politicians. Polly is many, and tick means bloodsucker. Well, politicians means many bloodsuckers. Ha! Two cheeks to the same hole. Two wings to the same dragon. Democrat, Republican. So, dude, there's a lot of air traffic over this valley tonight, and big air traffic, brothers and sisters. I'm a military veteran. I know when I hear military aircraft and I hear civilian aircraft. I'm telling you, and there is some big fucking planes up there right now. There is, and they're military, so hold on. It's time, guys. When Trump gets in office, he's declaring this national emergency day one. He said, tariff the BRICS nations. That's like 40% of the world's population, the superpower that actually trades in actual metal. You know, the Silk Road, the rebranding, the largest simple structure ever known to man, even larger than this Hadron Collider. Not these megalithic, but in our time. And the whole world's sleeping on it. So everybody bailed out of the dollar. That's the old trade routes out of Africa, the Silk Road. Remember frankincense routes, all the myrrh, all that. All the trade routes back in the ages. Here we are again, the largest simple structure known to man, and there's not one single dollar being spent on it. All those dollars are going to come back home soon, America. Just like a hen, she always comes home to roost. Yeah, when you print them with the inflation creation machine called the Fed, how many trillion? They're printing $1 trillion every 100 days. That's not sustainable. Oh, they'll all come back when 45% of the world's population says no more, and they're already ditched. Remember the whole Bretton Woods agreement? We'll only take dollar for the oil. The Saudis already fled. They're already part of this BRICS nations. The gate's up, man. $33 million can't be paid back. $1 trillion every 100 days. That's not sustainable. I think at the end of this month, it's 1.7 in it because of compound interest. It's done. It's over. Put a fork in America. She's in free fall. Collapse, economic free fall. Just hold on. Go get yourself some fucking whatever. You like Cheetos? I don't care what it is. Get some feel-good food, something to, remember some of this shit when the supply chains get cut off, because they already cut off Germania, China. This is about a tariff war. There's never been a single war in America that stopped with bombs falling. I know, I'm a veteran. You just don't know your history. People are waiting for the bombs to fall in America. They won't get up off their ass. Remember, till they lose all their hope, then they'll get off their ass. If they have any hope, they won't. Remember, that's it. Hopium. Remember Mr. Obama? He brought hope and change. Yeah, I'm going to lock her up, build the greatest wall ever, and still you got the greatest jab ever, didn't you? Booster. Number one drug dealer ever on the planet, Donald John Trump. You heard it here. Why not? Expose it. It's the truth. They can't change that. Pfizer, number one selling, single selling product, outsold real estate. Holy crap, dude. Yeah, number one selling product, and the creator of the jab with this fake emergency. Yeah. You can't, a virus is not a living organism, and it was a man-made. Novel means man-made. It was a SARS and MERS attached to it. That's Dr. Troll Fauci, number one paid government pig. That's back from AIDS, brothers, sisters. You're just childish. You don't remember your history, so. Woo! All right, just found my home. Hey, George, we only got so much time, man. Be not partakers. Remember what it says in their unfruitful works of darkness in Ephesians 5. Rebuke them, shine the light on them, just showing this world some love, brothers and sisters. What Christ did, he stood up against the perverted law, and they threw him in prison. Anybody want to throw you in a rape cage? They will put holes in him. Anybody want to put holes in you? They ripped his beard out of his face. How about that? Beard blood he blotted out in the handwriting of the book of Colossians 2:14, and sprinkled that with that beard blood on our hearts. How about you get any stripes? They striped him. How many times? You earn in your stripes? Hallelujah, brothers and sisters. Stand up to this corporate pig called America, a corporation. We were a constitutional republic, brothers and sisters. 13 colonies. Remember, we have states' rights. I don't claim those. I don't need them. You can have rights, not even have citizenship under the Constitution. People are idiots, brothers, sisters. They put themselves under this just because they give their authority to it. I'm not worried about changing a goat into a sheep. Please don't do that. It's not possible. Remember, you cannot fool the elect. They'll have their own names blotted out, but that's just a test of faith. Remember, I told you, hope don't mean shit to me. There's no such thing as freedom to me. Fuck freedom and fuck free will. There's nothing such thing as freedom or free will. God is sovereign, okay? He's creator and writes all things. So let's make that real straight, okay? God created everything. So the Most High I am, he sent his son, right? Through the Vesica Pisces, through the amniotic fluid, through water. He didn't exist with flesh. I am. He said before Abraham was I am. So that was the God of fire, sacrifice, ritual. Say my name. Yeah, that's what I did. I told that to the chief of finance down here. I say this to my family, and I'm just like, dang, they're committed to the flesh. Yeah, do not wrestle against flesh and blood, Caleb. He said in Paul, right? Yeah, in Ephesians 6 and 11. There's no such thing. Okay, Caleb's an idiot. Caleb, we're going to teach off you idiot. Conspiracy theorist is a CIA corporate pig thug fucking. Remember, that's where that comes from. So do you work for that pig central intelligence of assholes? Because that's where the third conspiracy. Look at this. Noah's conspiracy theorist up until the day of the flood, huh? And then he wasn't. So people are so lame. A spear of light around me for protection. What the hell is that? A spear of light. Okay, cut off the outer man. How about that? Inside out. You got that the wrong way. Cut it off. Circumcise the flesh. Psalms, man. What Psalms of Samuel? Oh man, you guys need to read the book of Psalms often, man. Let's go to Psalms. Okay, it says the heavens declare the glory of God, and the heavens aren't above your head, brothers and sisters, and the firmament declares His handiwork. Remember, day after day, night after night. Remember, a clock points to a wall at a number. Does it need to say anything to tell time? Day after day, night after night. Love it. That line that goes out across the earth is Psalms written in your heart, brothers. Just the book of Psalms is such a beautiful book. All the writings. The gospel is what I love. Remember, it's all about Shiloh. So I stream every day until they take me back off. Well, I don't know. They shadow ban this channel. So thanks for coming in, brothers and sisters. I'm a little bit on Father creates all things. Remember, he said, thank him for all things, good and bad. Yeah. Not when it's just good times. How would you know what a good time is if all you ever had a bad time, or vice versa? How would you ever know what a bad time is if all you ever had a good time? How would you never know what something sweet tasted like if all you ever had was something sour in your mouth? Come on, guys. Mix it up. What is Caleb saying? We got some more. All right, what else you got to say, Caleb? I'll troll off you because I think you said something. You silence my voice. Absolutely. Get the fuck out of here if you're told. You have the right to remain silent. A Fifth Amendment right. No, there's 18,000 people just like you that are dislodged from, because if you don't produce fruit in this channel, or you interrupt the teaching, it's like, we have some kind of formality, Shem, if you will, in here. So you might have said something that's in opposition to the Alathea, and we'll fire your ass out of here in a country minute. Absolutely. Give you 2 times, Normie, you're gone. So what else you got there, Caleb? Speak up. Well, I was hearing you. So what? I don't care what you got silence for. Let's move on. I have my phone on silent. Oh, well, apologize for that there, Winnie. You sure didn't just fall on deaf ears? He didn't remove there's apocalypse, lifting of the scales, or the eyes of like Elijah left in a flaming chariot. Bring your case, feds. Bring your case, Lake County. You ain't shit. Your case is garbage. You've trapped yourself in your own case. Even you fake judge in the end. He often streams on YouTube under the channel Predestined for Light, and it's watched by law enforcement. The pigs are in here, just so you know. pigs are people in government, the feds, all that. So what do we got there? I guess he didn't have anything else to say. Oh, I didn't do that lady in red. Damn. There's a good woman right here. My sister, lady in red. Yeah, pigs. Sweet. Pigs are people in government, so that's 40% of the U.S. population. And there's pig lickers, people who lick this government's boots. So you not only got 40%, then you got all the pig lickers. That's a lot of people in America love this corporate pig thug commerce merchant law. You're a child. Well, hey, we're flaming. It's not flaming like that. Come on, buy so you can give it a try with the booby Jesus. So I probably should get something to eat in a minute. Well, whatever, man. Jimmy crack corn. Guys, please. I rebuke every religion. There's no good religion. Us and them. Us versus them. No, that's divide and conquer. That's stupidity. No, hey, don't sup with vipers. Hold on, we'll give Caleb a chance here. Let's see what he says. And wood, yeah, I need to go grab something. Jesus Christ. Okay, well, Jesus, it wasn't his name, and Christ is a pagan term. So would you explain yourself a little better, please? You don't forward change a jot or a tittle or a yod. There was no a, e, I, o's used in Hebrew. So yeah, don't lick boots. Don't be a bootlicker, especially the government. Any of these pigs, state pigs, those are the ones who patrol the highways, state pigs. And then you've got the county pigs, sheriff, they're pigs. The people in government, they're clown pigs with clown suits and fake badges. They don't have any authority. They're operating out of their commerce. I'm not Hebrew. Oh, cool. Well, I'm not I'm a Hebrew Israelite, inwardly spiritual Jew. Spiritual Hebrew, inwardly Jew. Oh, hey, George, stop it. This channel is because Brother Jim said you don't fellowship with nobody, loner. So he told me to make the channel. Well, Brother Jim, he put the narrow way on me. He put the word on me. Iron sharpens iron, George. Remember, don't sup with vipers, he said. Don't cast your pearls before swine. So if you like this channel, please go see Brother and Teacher. He's not, will never cuss once. I actually, before the cops came and swatted my house and took my son 6 months ago, you can find hundreds and thousands of hours, no cursing, no nothing. It's a test, and it's okay. But go see Brother Jim George and at Grace and Truth Ministries. He told me I lack fellowship because I'm kind of loner out here in the desert, and so he put the word of God on me. That's what we're supposed to do. Love that's agape. Love thy enemy, like thy love thy neighbor, like thy love thyself. So thank God, please. And this is refreshing because Shiloh is my love. Well, that's so refreshing. I love that. But Father created all things, and we're supposed to thank. So Father sent you here if he created all things, right? Thank Father. Thank him for Shiloh, and I always give thanks to him above all. This isn't it. He's the creator of all things. So through Brother Jim and his word, he put the narrow way on me by putting, you lack fellowship. Go see Brother Jim. You'll love his channel. If you don't ever come back, I love it, man. Appreciate it. Just you want to come back for some not crazy general hospital stuff, but I still teach the gospel. I still teach predestination. I love the gospel. Brother Jim can't teach like I teach celestially, though. I'm a magi. I do understand the celestial firmament is speaking in Psalms. When God created the heavens, that's not above your head, and the earth is not below your feet. God didn't create one planet. So you want to come over here for a little bit better understanding. I'm holding on this thought over here with George, so you have to just wait a minute, guys. I'm not looking down. I got the scroll if you said something. So George, thanks for coming in. Thank Father for all things, and thanks for George coming in. I do appreciate if this is refreshing. This is just the gospel. Try to put I apologize for the cursing and stuff, but we need to stand up. Remember, they had perverted the law. They'd made their own from the let's go here. I'll move on. I've been learning my Hebrew. I got my Strong's Concordance. It's coming along. Thanks for pointing me there. Oh, freaking Psalms. Thank Father. Hey, Psalms of Samuel. You've been over and seen any, Brother Jim? Greek as well. Good stuff. You don't need to know a whole lot. Not Elohim. So no, Allah is Allah Akbar out here, Dros. You got anything to say more for yourself? Allah, Allah, Kamala, Allah, Akbar, where Kitty touched much. They touched their kids, and Krampus ate his kids, and Satan, when he died, his wife Semiramis had sex like rabbit with her son. That's the Quran, modern day Muslims, and Allah and all that. Get out of here. You're sick. Don't touch kids. You sick man. Okay, what's wrong with this lady and red person? With all due respect, why is she telling you when to eat a snack? Because she's my moderator. What's wrong with her? What the hell's wrong with you? She's my moderator. Rules for sure. I've learned so much. Okay, cool. Psalms. Cool. All right, man. You've been spending a bunch of time there. I get hooked on him like phonics, man. Brother Jim, he's like that Harper's harp. It was like, man, well, you relearn, you know what I'm saying? Brother Jim will help you go back to the base root of everything. He's a walking lexicon and a concordance. So, and all his teachings are just amazing. So, what we got here? Somebody, I don't know, one of these channels or something. I don't care anymore. No, I don't give a shit. But okay, yeah, first almost. Yeah, okay, cool. So you can relearn. What's really nice, Psalms, is you can go. So you have your tools, you can kind of slow down and make sure that everything you get is relearn. I took 10 years to relearn, you know what I mean? And I was still learning through the process, but a lot of it was a relearning process of how I'm just lazy studying, and not using, my tools that he gives us. There's so many now that we can use at our fingertips. I can't imagine how, when judgments are pouring out, yeah, there we go. Cool. So you understand. Outstanding. Some things we pick up when he writes it in our hearts. He says, seek and you shall find, ask and you shall receive, knock you. He reveals it to us. So blessings. Thank you for Brother Jim for the creation of this ministry through him telling me that to put the narrow way on me so that this channel was created. I mean, he put the word of God on me, and that's what inspired me to, hey, I should have I can't just hang out here by myself. I would get addicted. I wouldn't study anything else. I get stuck for, you can get stuck for years on Brother Jim. I'm careful. He got 4,000 studies. He will send you free CDs. You know what I'm saying? And every one of them's there's so much, three lessons on there. There's a full day's teaching on one whole CD, and you go back and relearn just off that one. So he's such there's nobody can compare. I'm not putting him an idolism of him, but nobody comes close to Brother Jim's teachings. I do the celestial teachings where Brother Jim couldn't even compare to what's done over here. That's why I'm a separate high desert faith and truth. But the gospel is all you need. This is all like Timothy, just adding to your faith. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well then don't worry about it. Psalms of Samuel. Wait till you have a question. You might look through the CD section, because a lot of times there's a CD teaching or a section where you can or you can call Brother Mike and find out too, because he's pretty good. But there's a way to look through and find out and answer your question. Or what you can do is you can write him, because that's the first half an hour of every lesson is when they write in and ask Brother Jim's questions. That's not the teaching. The teaching comes, you can normally find that mark somewhere in the comment section, like 31 minutes or something. It's not always there, but if you want to skip the people who write in or people who on YouTube make comments or whatever, he does those readings, which is a teaching on its own, because people are asking questions, maybe some of the same questions. And Brother Jim gets the only time I gets him irritated, well, I have done all this on CD. Have you looked through my 4,000s? I've done all these teachings, Cool. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Well, hey, if Brother Jim is not for you, don't worry about it. Maybe it's not. I never had anybody come back and say, that dude sucks, Tracy. Why'd you send me over there? Never once. Actually, people disappear, and I'm glad they go over there. I'm pretty sure that's where they're at. People come off for here for a while. I always tell people, if you go over there and never come back, I have no hard feelings. Stay over there. The gospel is more important, and Brother can more teach you and way more. I just give you a little, you ever have corned beef? Little sliver, give you the whole prime rib. Brother Jim's absolutely an amazing teacher. So thank you so much for this ministry over here, that we can mirror the teaching of predestination in the gospel. The narrow way that I keep teaching, the 7-day Sabbath, 7-day gospel, OCD, know some of the teachings. Obviously, I have my own word here. My vernacular, my glossa, he's very definition. I have used all these. And Father is cosmos, brothers, sisters. It's an orderly arrangement, so the words come out of my mouth, but I don't want them to be my own. I hope my last words, when my flesh is dictating whatever they're doing to me or whatever's happening to me, I hope my last words are somewhere out of the book of Revelation. I just hope. I hope that my last words are not my own. I hope they are in something in that book, not of mine. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get either. I don't think my death's going to be easy. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to. I don't care. I don't fear any way. Do I fear death at all? I'm ready to go sit and wait or be with my love and hear that harper's harp and hear the wedding. I want to hear that. I want to be there. I'm his bride, so I don't care. You guys suck, man. I love you. I just don't care about this world like that. I just doesn't. There's nothing here. They've taken my son away from me, and he who loves the son more than me is not worthy of me. So I have to remember this. I have to read it 50 times a day now instead of just 2 or 3. I don't have to write. It's written on my heart, but I still read it. That, this is the backbone of High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries is Matthew 10:34 through 39. So I have to remind myself I'll get to see him after I die, and it'll be all right. If I don't get to see him, I love this time I get to spend with the young man. He's very loves the Word of God more than anything, and so if he did what he did, he still has constitutional right protected, and that's okay. Maybe he does know that his dad has this covered, and I don't know if he's ever watched this channel anymore, because Lady in Red does know that Elijah used to moderate under Ewok or Civic because he don't like the space thing, and that's why he quit coming in. So under the name Ewok, because he doesn't like the whole space. Whatever it is, what it is, it's dual meaning, but he don't want to come off with space on that. So he's noticed Civic in here, and he was a wonderful moderator. And Queen Greek and Biblical Hebrew, that's really cool. Cool, nice. Do you use the E-Sword Psalms of Samuel? Do you use the E-Sword at all app? I got the stove going again. Okay, I do need to put some more on. Thank you. Oh yeah, there you go. Please go over there to eSword, and there's a free app, and you can pay a little bit, and then it just opens up like anything. If you do go behind a paywall, a lot of times it's like, whoa, yeah. So it does the Hebrew and the Greek, and it's really a good tool until they take it away. This net web, or if it happens, something nefarious, sun, whatever, man, use these tools, guys. So I need to get up and get something to eat. Lady in Red's right. Uh, but they have a free, I'm saying nothing, no pay for a lot of tools. But man, it's not that very much to get the, whatever. I don't know. Money's tight for everybody, but anyways, at that, just give me, hey, whatever. Life is timing, guys. If anybody had a chance, and maybe hit some kind of, I don't really think there's luck in a lottery ticket. You don't win if you can't play if you don't win. I don't really do lottery tickets, but I'll buy $1 ticket, and maybe a couple of them in a year or something. I don't buy $2, but anyways, maybe you bought Bitcoin or something. If you have a monetary tie to the channel, I'm just a couple of days away from land payments, and I did have to pay my phone bill and stuff, but there's a link. Somebody did give me a $10 donation earlier. I appreciate that so much, guys. I've been putting all my time into this case, but I will prevail, and I'm not really concerned. I just putting it out there now. The tithe in this channel that I always talk about is the tithe of time, because you can't print more time. You can't make more time. So thanks for being here, and your tithe in this ministry. Only thing I'd ever, as the teacher, and it says in the book of, Malachi, to tithe 10%, it talks about that. That's just your tithe is all I'm asking. Please don't ever tithe to think it has to be mine. And that's not even what tithing was. It was food, brothers and sisters. When they were in the desert, unleavened bread and all these things were left behind. They wandered in the desert for 40 years. So they would eat food, tithes of food, not money. So it's there. It's in the link. It's always there. I'm just putting it out there. I don't care if the land gets paid or not. I don't care. I'm about ready to. Father's got changes coming. I know I have to fill out this change of venue, which means I'm going to have to leave this property, guys. That's not easy to swallow. This is my only place I've ever bought property, and I don't care. I'm giving it all away to the ministry. Remember, I don't want anything anymore. I don't want to own anything anymore. I don't want anything anymore. There's no dirt here that I am attached to. My only person that I've ever attached to that's made of dirt is my son, and now I don't. He didn't show up to his court date, brothers and sisters. That I didn't think was ever going to happen. He came so fucking close. That's okay. Um, he came so close, and he's still covered under affirmative defense, brothers and sisters. I know my rights. I know his rights, so it'll be okay. God will prevail here. He writes all things. There's nothing. I'm just. What if he did run away or something? And I thought I was just going to get to see him the other day. So my heart's just broken and shattered in pieces. And I'm trying to hold it together, but I'm not. I'm not. I can't go back and put the pieces back together. My heart is broken, and I don't know what to do. But I'm trying to come in here and hold it together and teach and have confidence and, and faith like Daniel, and not falter in my faith, and know that there's nothing that God isn't doing that he isn't. My death is written by no man. Father wrote my death. There's nothing that is happening, so I'll be okay. It just, I didn't see it coming. I thought they were lying pig cops, and they weren't lying. He didn't show up. So I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to ever see him. And it was a chance to see him. I thought if I could get it taken care of, even if I go see him in prison, remember? It's like I was so excited just to be able to go see him, even if they locked him up and he didn't get the case because they ramrodded him too. I would still say it's all right, son. We got the evidence, man. Don't worry, we're going to take it to appellate court. It's all right, bud. You have stood so strong. So I'm so heartbroken, guys, because I thought he was holding strong, but it's okay. Talk to some other people. Like, well, good for him. He knows you got his back. When you get this thing, he'll come out. He will, and he'll have to. They'll have to exonerate his charges. You've made it okay. They're not going to get away from this, brothers and sisters, unless they kill me. This will go to a federal court. It will. I've already requested a change of venue. That means I got to leave here. I can't be here anymore, and I don't have anywhere to go. I told you guys that already. I'm in a really weird position because I don't have anybody. I don't have friends or family to take me in. And if I have to put the change of venue because it was the state, that I might even have to leave the state, and I don't have anybody. So God will provide. God will take care. There's nothing in me that I cannot. I'm not going to falter from Shiloh. I will see my son on the other side. And if he's not there, oh well. I don't know what he'll be with. He'll be with you guys then, okay? Because I don't have anybody here. So my life this is not what I was expecting. But I called his mom today finally. I didn't want to break this, and it's not even lawful, but whatever. I do what I'm supposed to do, and so, this criminal conspiracy made it so that we had a no contact order, and I didn't want to break that, even third party. So I couldn't. I didn't know what to do. I know they didn't have him in jail, and they said they weren't. I couldn't find the warrant, so I called his mom because I've never known. Nobody will call me and let me know anything about him, and that's where he's at. It won't let me know nothing. All these things she told me, she could have called me and let me know. Well, you could have called me, but no, his mom. So she said, yeah, he didn't show up. He don't even. So I don't know where he's at. And I thought he was standing, and that's okay. I'm okay. It is what it is. I can't change it, brothers, sisters. I can't change it. So if he's gone, and he's gone. I mean, I don't know whether they even did anything to him because they don't like me. All they ever do is target him. He's a bud because of what I do. I don't know if they disappeared him or what, but I have faith like Daniel. I'll show you he didn't do it. I'll show you a million ways he didn't. He didn't. Well, he did the hours, and all these things they did was just a waste of time, brothers, sisters. They just wasted. They had drones over my fucking house, guys. Drones, okay? Fucking drones over my house. They wasted fucking money. All these drones and fucking right now that's on this. I gotta go, guys. I love you. I'll be back. We'll see you again soon. I love you, brothers, sisters. Thank you for being here under this very difficult time in my life. It just took a twist I didn't think it was going to take, so I don't know. I said before I went there, God was going to do something I didn't expect, so I see it coming. Just it's one thing remember when you have hope, and it's not hope. Remember, I just saying I thought I was going to see him again, and everything was going to be okay. And now if he goes, I just don't know. So I need to bring this full case forward to bring him out. If he's in hiding and he's afraid and he's scared, I can't imagine what it's like to be on the fucking run. I never wanted that for him. He's not fucking guilty of these charges. And I can prove it, and I will. I will fight to the fucking death, just like I said, you cocksucking fucking pigs. I never said with guns, you fucking assholes. Never once did I say I would use arms or my hands. I said I'd use my fucking constitutional right, my First Amendment, you fucking pigs. Bring your case against me now! Or stand the fuck down! I want to be with my son. If I can't see him, that's fine. I don't love my son more than I love Shiloh. So you ain't got shit on me, you fucking pigs. People in government, all of you. Anybody who supports this shit. This is so unrighteous. I thought we were innocent until proven fucking guilty. They won't even let me present any fucking evidence. So bring your case against Tracy fucking Werner if you got one so we can get this shit over with. You're already violating my right to speedy trial. It took you 6 fucking months, you fucking failure government. You swatted my house. You're supposed to provide me counsel if I can. I got fucking 25 acres of land for sale. Not one fucking dime is poured in for counsel for me. Not one fucking penny. I've had to do it on my own, but I will represent myself in this appellate case course. And if no motherfucker's going to represent me, I will represent myself. Nobody will ever represent me again. No motherfucker. I'm not some corporate. I'm not some corporation. I am always operating in a private capacity, and never in commerce am I ever operating. I have that right, so you can't take that from me. Never in commerce. Get that through your thick fucking skulls, you pigs. Bring your case against me. If you got something, bring it now. I have nothing to hide. I will bring so many fucking thousands of hours of discovery against you that you will not. You will stand down. The aletheia will set you free, and I've already showed you the truth. You just don't want to look at it. You're just used to ramrod in 98.5% of cases through fucking court all across America. Drop the soap and eat some fucking bar gain. Gain for the bar, this merchant number, brother, sister, everything I've been teaching. So I gotta go. I'm fired up. I am so fucking tired of. Bring your case. Otherwise, I'm going to continue to live stream every day that this government is violating my fucking 6th Amendment right to speedy trial. And if they trample on that right for even 1 second, brothers, sisters, they have violated what is called your right to speedy trial. They swatted my house, and it took them 6 fucking months to give me counsel, who turn around and just quit immediately. That's a Miranda adequate counsel and a speedy trial. You better drop this fucking case. They're in this. They sisters, it says it in the discovery. What else? Stop talking to people. I know YouTube. I'm talking to them. They're in here. So if they're watching, bring your fucking case against me. Bring additional charge, whatever you fucking got, but you better do it now, because I want to bring my son out of fucking hiding. If he went and ran, this is so fucking insane. I'm not going to say, man, bro. So either you just made me push harder, you motherfuckers. I will push twice as hard. Yes, I will fight to the death to keep my fucking son from going to prison. Yeah, not with any fucking violence, you dumbass. Look at the case. Jury, if it ever goes to that, how the thousands of hours that I never said with a fucking gun. These idiots are stupid as fuck. Bring armed 25 fucking plus men, drone, SWAT team. What a waste. One call to Lake County probation could have prevented this. One fucking witness, Ryan Solberg. There's so many things. I got 50 ways if you watch the thousands of fucking hours of live that I made, which is called discovery, meaning it has to, and it will be brought into a appellate court for appeals. If they have any chances of convicting me, I will automatically appeal it and take it to a federal appeals court where they will have to look at all the evidence and already filed for a change of venue because I know it's a conflict of interest because of judge prejudice, because of, me being a defendant in the case that could be at harm because of political fucking, yeah, I'm a target out here, guys. They already brought fucking 25 men with guns against me. Couldn't kill me, but God, whatever it is, what it is. I don't fear death. And I'm not calling for the death of anyone. I could have shot 3 fucking men on this property for entering in, using my Fourth and Second Amendment. I had to listen to that stupid cop pig tell me that'd be murder. Shut your fucking mouth, you filthy pig. Telling me that's murder. These men eventually came with fucking guns. And you too, fucking asshole, cop-sucking pig. You fake fucking police out here, you fake Lake County pigs. Yeah, you get your clown suit pig on there. Yeah, you came too behind him. You tailed last. So fuck you. And I'm going to bring this to case. We're going to be the biggest case. Under this case, you'll see is Sam Birch said, that dude's a lying fucking pig. That dude said after they arrested me, the state turned me over and I started cussing them because I thought I was in the custody of the state. I was in this crooked fucking county, the most crooked county in all the United States. You'll see this county is there's a lot of them out there, more rapists, murderers, and pedophiles, just like in most counties across the. But you'll see again what I'm saying. These people aren't going to get away with this, brothers and sisters. They used to ramrodding cases and people lay down, but I've not been that man to lay down, and I will not. There is cases off of this case that will stand, that will take this whole fucking county down, because I have a list of dozens of people that are finally not afraid to come out of woodwork under a case, under a change of venue. This is the exact case that applies to change of venue. When you look through the blocks of change of venue, this checks every block, and they will not. I have already called in a Miranda violation to adequate counsel when I had this stupid idiot who says he wanted to have me fire him, and you fire counsel that's appointed. You can only fire an attorney you pay for. You see how adequate that pig is right there? Well, he's an attorney, but he's still a pig. He works for this Congress. So I'm tired of this, brothers and sisters. If this county has a case, bring your motherfucking case. Let me present my discovery, because when I present mine, you have beyond a reasonable doubt. You can't prove Elijah didn't do those 180 hours beyond a reasonable doubt, because he proves he did. And once we prove he did, you'll have to exonerate him of every fucking thing you've ever done after that, after month 17, when he could have got off of fucking probation with all the record kept. That's where his actual lawsuits will start. But then I can get my son out of fucking hiding. If that's what happened, I am so beside myself, brothers and sisters. The whole time, I thought that Elijah was standing, and that's fine. It is. That's only since September, so it's not like it's been that long. There's been a long haul. May, June, July, August, September. He held on for 5 months, guys. That's a long time when they're not showing you. Where's Dawn? Where's Tom? Where's Morgan? Where's the 2 females? How come all these people are? How come I'm not talking to all these people? How come Dan Budd's not being called? How come Sheriff Dumar's not being called in? How come Ryan Solberg's not? They weren't doing. They were preparing a case to convict him. They're just not used to doing. They wanted to take a fucking plea bargain, brothers and sisters. Take a deal. They always do. That's what 98.5 cent per cases do. Only 1.5% of cases are actually render a jury verdict by jury. So I was expecting her to go see a jury trial. So I'm tired of this pig fucking cops. If Elijah didn't show up to his September fucking appointment, then why the fuck did you have me drive all the way down there? There was no jury in that room. There was no fucking witnesses there. You fucking pigs jerked me off. You jerked me off. You didn't. Why did you serve the summons on me on John Mogul? I got a criminal trespass. That was even an unnecessary service. If you weren't going to have court that trial where I thought I was going to at least see my son, bro, says we could get this shit to a fucking end finally, and then come to find out now, finally today, I call his mom and yeah, he didn't show up to a September fucking appointment, man. This is so heartbreaking. What if I don't know what happened to him? He's just disappeared. The cops fucking whack him. You know, I'm not saying that, but I don't know now, guys. We have the evidence. He didn't do anything. I would have never held him if he didn't fucking, oh, I'm going to hold my son against the cops and he didn't do this shit. I have all the evidence that you're innocent until proven guilty. So it'll be all right, guys. God creates all things. I'm not concerned. God, I'm not anxious. I'm just a little frustrated because I just thought that I was going to see my son. And even if he went to prison, it's okay. We can take care of it. We got the shit. It'll go to appellate court. And I was going to tell him, it's all right, man. You made it this far, dude. You're a rock star, son. Preparing a case against you and they fucking, dad. So maybe he saw this channel or something because I wouldn't break this, whatever criminal thing because I didn't want to get him in any more trouble. They always target me. Maybe he was watching and seeing that his dad's got his back and he knows that when I get this taken care of, I made myself the case, guys. I jumped in front of his evidence. I'm like, fuck you. You're not going to put him in jail. I've got all the evidence he did this. I was there at the day of his arrest, assholes. I've been involved with the case all since the beginning. Here's all the evidence. And they have never once looked at it because they just want people to take a deal and go the fuck away, guys. That's how the system is. 98.5% of cases. Well, actually, it's 97% of cases go to what they call, take a plea bargain. But actually, out of the remaining 3%, only 1.5% actually they end up taking the plea bargain too and render a jury by verdict by your peers, a jury of 12. So nobody does in this country, guys. Nobody does. Everybody takes a fucking deal because they intimidate you and make it into this big fucking play show when it's not even real. So, I'm just saying it is what it is. There's no jurisdiction. There really isn't, brother. That's the thing that's criminal about it. They're not operating in an Article 3 court, which is the only judicial court in the United States of America. What I've been teaching you is not bullshit, guys. Listen to what I'm telling you. They have no judicial capacity. It's all Walmart. It's basically a corporation. And so that's why it's so alarming is I thought I had this shit, and he was going to go to appellate court here in the next day or two. He's going to go to prison, whatever they wanted to do. I'm like, you heard me on this channel going, whatever. If he goes to prison, I'm going to see him finally and sit down and say so because they couldn't keep this no contact order against me. I go sit down with my son and say, look, man, you are such a strong young man preparing a case against you and you didn't falter, dude. So I apologize, guys. I am so beside myself because I don't know where he went. And his mom said, and he plays video games and shit, said he's just disappeared off the fucking map. Didn't show up. The cops came to my house looking for him. I told him I don't know. He doesn't talk to she said to me, Tracy, this young man talks to his brother. He's her son. He's our kid. He keeps contact with, he doesn't have any contact with his brother, and brother hadn't seen him since then. So, I never wanted my son to have to be looking over his shoulder, guys. He wasn't guilty. That's what I'm saying. I did not want him to have to look over his shoulder. That's insane. And he said, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll go take this to appellate court, or if they try to, they're not going to take me to trial. I'm still going to take this to trial, though, in a federal court. I'm going to take this to court. I'm not going to let this rest. I want these people all arrested. So, I can't have contact with him, but I can kind of speak into the universe, because I don't know if the feds got him killed. I don't know. They already have attacked my son over and over. You'll see in the targeting case of Elijah Werner, they did target him because of me, because of my, I guess, what you would call political activism or whatever. My son was 100% target. I've got dozens of cases out here that are, well, a dozen right now that are pouring in, brothers, sisters. Elijah then will be able to come out of wherever he's at. And if he's, because I still don't want to get myself in trouble. I don't want to break a contact order, but if I could speak into the universe, I love my son so much. And I apologize. We live in a country that's so horrible that you can't even get them to look at the evidence. You just want to keep throwing him in a prison when the evidence is right there to be had. There's just mounds of it, but I love that young man, and I'm sorry that he has to be looking over his shoulder. And I hope that if he did and he just went as far away and is not thinking about this anymore, I'll take care of this for him, okay? I'll continue to fight this with the right. I won't stop. Like I said, I'll fight to the death. Not with arms, not with any physical violence, with my rights. I want him to come. I don't want him to be up to looking over his shoulder, guys. That sucks, man. He shouldn't have to be doing that. He's so fucking close. He could have got off at 17 months and he's still, I've never, how would that be to always be wondering and never, I don't know how people do that. That's a hard life to be running from. And it's, you're not even running from anything. He still has an as an affirmative defense to protect himself. An example of affirmative defense is self-defense, guys. So I've been defending him, and they're not letting him going to arrest him, and they finally did. So, but whatever. They won't even look at the case 6 fucking months later. They can't even give me counsel, guys. I mean, this is ridiculous. They got fucking drones and SWAT teams out here, but they can't even provide a damn fucking attorney to get this thing to trial. For me, they had one for him, but he didn't call no witnesses, guys. That's such a 6-minute violation. So I apologize. I'm heartbroken, and I just don't know what to do here because, I don't want to say hope. I'm not going to lose hope. I have faith like Daniel. Fuck hope. But I guess the only way that I can get to see my son, again, if they didn't whack him or something, is to get this fucking trial over with, that they're going to bring a trial against me, so that I can get my son's charges exonerated and show that he'd already done this and start these fucking lawsuits. So I want this shit done, guys. I'm going to go 5 times I'm going to go 100 times as hard. So they just gave me more, you just gave me more fuel to fuel me even harder to push twice as hard, because I want this brought forward so he can come out of whatever. I don't want him to live any days where he needs to be looking over his shoulder. We need to get this shit taken care of. So I'll probably be going shortly and filing to represent myself and start my summons of all the list of people that I'll pull and start all the discovery. So I'm not afraid of you, federal government, at all. I'm not afraid of you, any of you judges, anybody you that thinks they have evidence against me, bring it forward now. Bring it. We'll see what you got. Otherwise, you ain't got shit. I got thousands of hours of discovery. I have every single bit of evidence to clear Elijah Werner. So my son does not have to be looking over his shoulder anymore. Your fucking criminal system, you should have taken care of this a long time ago, and you will pay through trial. If you take me, I will charge you for every fucking minute. I will use the Trezevant calculator, Tampa Bay 1983, $1,083 a minute. I've already put you on notice, feds. Well, circuit court here, for non-judicial court, under notice of liability for all damages. So anything I will bill you at that rate times 3 of inflation. Now I have that right. Look into it. This is law. This is how I'm going to take this. I'm going to bill it out. So stop fucking wasting my time. I know my rights. So bring your case, because every minute you are wasting me, I'm billing you now on notice of liability. You've been in an open court. You said it was on record that I don't know who care whether that clerk was. He was still a fake, judge. Said it is on record. So I'm billing you now at $1,083 a minute times 3. So somebody put that up, and I'm going to take a break, guys. I need to sit here by myself. My life is not going to be the same, guys. I don't know what the fuck to do. I mean, normally I've got kind of, and I've lost hope. I'll be like Faith, nothing stupid. I ain't doing nothing stupid. I'm just need to sit here and think about how I'm gonna push these people as hard as I've ever had to bring this thing to trial, because they can't. Actually, they're already violating I want it done. Either bring me to trial, or I want it to go to federal court, and I want everything to be brought forward in this case, so that everybody's accountable. Nobody's going to get away with this, not at all. So I thank you, Father, for creating all things again. That I do appreciate every time I come in. Obviously, if you watch the live streams from the beginning, I always give thanks to Father for all things, and many thanks. I start the channel with the blessings and the thanks that were given to for all things, and I thank you for all things. So there's nothing happened that is not here that isn't by chance, and I will not falter. I will not stumble. I will continue to, if he keeps beating me more and more, I don't know what else he can do, but I don't doubt anything. The Father could not beat the snot out of me even more. So, and I know the book says sorrows, so there's nothing that in Scripture that says things are going to get better. So I'm going to prepare for harder times, and but I will get these people to stand down and drop all these charges against immediately, so I can get my son to come out, or it will go to a federal court. I don't fear going to court. I don't fear being thrown in prison. I have no, there's nothing there. They're not going to take my case. I'm just saying, I want this to go to federal court now, and I filed for the change of venue. So if they want to delay it, what's 1,083 times 3? Because this, I'm gonna put them on notice publicly, and then I'm gonna go. I give thanks to the Father. Appreciate you being here with me in this time of the age of the Aquarius, the age of the air. Drones in the air, drones over my house. Interesting. What a waste of time. I will build them back for all those drones, technology they used out here, and we'll give it to the organizations like Real Vita TV on YouTube, Church of the Only Begotten Son, Grace and Truth Ministries. Here, we'll make sure we provide here at High Desert and Truth Ministries, because all this land is being given to the ministry now. So I don't want any more possessions. So all these, appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you for sharing this time with me. It's a very crucial time in my life, and for all of us here. Hope you're enjoying this new age that we're in, and all the beautiful. So that's your rate, feds. Right now, you're being billed out at $3,249 a minute. My time is now. I'm providing counsel, and you're wasting. So it's not wasted. I'm billing you at this rate. Brothers, sisters, you might not want to know what I'm talking about, but 4 times in an open court on 12/9/2024, I put the court on notice for all parties in this case of notice of liability. Means for any damages, punitive, physical, emotional, physical, are all 1,083 times 3. So that's the rate under, if you look at this as case, it's called Tampa Bay 1983. The calculation is the Treasument calculation of 1,083 times the rate of inflation, 3 right now. That's what this court is on the hook. So they need to drop this as soon as they can, because you'll see, guys, this is a real thing, and so you have this right, and so I'm using this, asserting this right of subrogation in this case, exercising this right to take this merchant money that you see in front of you and bill them. Now you take that, if you took that times 3,249 a minute. Let's just use the example of having me in confinement for 2 weeks. And there's 4 years, guys, of this. So all this will be taken back. If you will, Lady in Red, will you take, well, that's 1,000 times 33 a minute. Now take 60 minutes times 60 minutes. So that's 3,249 times 60 minutes. This is how long they're going to be billed for having me in confinement. Not even my hours and all the punitive damage under liability. Notice they'll pay for everything under this merchant number or merchant. Well, it's money. I don't care about it, but I have it held up. As soon as I can use the subrogation through the resident calculator and file this with the courts, it will kick back all of this. It's a credit. It's all commerce law. So it's commerce. It's all clerical. That's the chief of finance. Now, there's not some district attorney, prosecuting attorney. He's the chief of finance. So take that, was that 3,000, what'd you say that was? $3,249 times 60 minutes. What's that come out to, lady in red? Anybody can do the math if you want to, but we'll do this real quick. I'm just going to show you what just this 2 weeks, what they should have just let this go a long time ago. What's going to cost this? And it's not. I'm not taking it from taxpayers. This is bond. I'm taking it from war. They give this money to other countries. So that's 1 hour times 24 hours. This is what they're getting billed right now, just for the case. There's thousands of hours of live streaming, brothers, sisters, that I have the right to go back. I've already subjugated. Yep, times 6. No. $1,994 an hour times 24 hours in a day is the per day. So you got the original 3,249, I think you said, times, that was the times 3 rate of inflation. Yep, and then 24 hours. So it's the $1,994 an hour. I'm billing them because they're already put on notice of liability. And now times that times 24 hours, that's 1 day is what they're going to be billed for. 1 day. We'll finish this out because we're just going to deal with the time in confinement. There's so much more, guys. But I'm not going to, this is why I wanted to let them know. I've already put them on, and I'm not going to stop with this. I'm going to figure out how to get this filed as soon as possible. It's already in record on motion in court. I'm going to file the paper motions behind it. But so that's $1,994 per hour times 24. That's per day. So whatever that figure is, what do we come up with, lady in red? You won't think this is real. I'm taking this to a federal court, guys. We're going to have to. This is how we dissolve the corporation called America and return it to its constitutional republic. Let me show you how this works. So 194,000 over 4,000. What are you talking about? Okay, take lady in red. Take $1,994. $194,940 times, that's an hour, times 24 hours. Oh, my bad. I could do it myself if you don't want to. I just want to show you guys how this works. And I have to do this publicly, you know what I'm saying? Declare it. And this is why I'm doing it, because they're in here watching this shit. So this is what these people do. Sit there and trip on their own things. So they'll have to drop this, you know, because they can't afford it. I've already taken all of the money out of this, so I'm just showing you what 1 day's worth of, I'm using this resident calculation. So 1,900 and $194,940 times 24 hours. That's 1 day's worth of, and I got one more calculation for you. Gonna have to time that by 14. So that's what this case is worth, just for the 2 weeks of confinement. And I have thousands of hours to bill out. So I'm just trying to show you how this works, and that they're wasting their time and money. And I can do this. I can file habeas corpus right now, and I'm planning on that for my son, to file this jurisdictional challenge in his case, that they're not operating in a Title 18 statute. They're operating in the revised statute, which is criminal code, not criminal statute. It's not in a third article court. We'll start subrogation on that case and start pulling his merchant number. And he's sat in jail for nearly 10.5 months. Imagine that. So it'll all be brought back. It doesn't need, this is not an over calculation. I even believe the rate of inflation times 3 is off, but I want to make sure. I know that's well under, but it has to be exact. I've talked with the people who've done all the work on this, Carl Washington, Bishop, and all these people who continue writing all this new legislation that we're doing right now. This is part of it. It's not new. It's just reverting this back to the old, converting the dissolving of the constitutional republic. They did that by this bringing it back under this merchant law. And now we're going to take it back to the constitutional republic by dissolving the corporation. 4 million a day. Well, now take that. Just you doing the math on that for me, Ryan. So 194,940. I'm a numbers guy, guys. I can do it in my head. Times 24. Yes, please. That is per day. And then you times that by 14 days. And I have 4 years in this, guys. That's why that attorney in Bend. So that's times a day. Now we take one more calculation. Appreciate you being the calculator for me. Take that times 14. And that's for the 14 days in this illegal case where they should have just called. They should have called. And there's so many other punitive, physical, emotional, damages on this case that I can pull from all of this subrogation from. I even sued the bonds of any of these people. They're all separately bonded and have 1, 2. I bet you Vandenberg probably has a $200 million bond, and chief of finance probably has a $500 million bond, but he ain't gonna be the chief of finance anymore. He's getting out in January, so that's why. So I think he's anyways. So what's that last calculation? You take that times 4, and you guys seem like this is not true, but go look at the Tampa Bay case, the Treasury calculation of $1,083 per minute. This is what was paid out on this case. And this is some kind of, so where'd my coffee go? Oh, there it is. One more calculation for me, Lady in Red. Thanks for being the calculator. People run from math, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, they're not going to like what they're liable for. So $65,499,840 for 14 days of confinement, brothers and sisters. So that will be poured out to Grace and Truth Ministries, here High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries, the Real Vita Television on YouTube. That's another organization I want to support that goes into the churches and has pastors like myself go in and pastor the gospel. So that's important to me. They're trying to throw my son in a rape cage. So, people get locked up that have, no victim and things like this, so they need to hear the word. And then maybe we can teach them this without getting thrown out. And I don't think they can keep me out of a prison, brothers and sisters. If I'm a pastor and I can get all this stuff dropped, which they don't have a case, I can go into the ministry. As a ministry, I have High Desert Faith and Truth and pastor the gospel for one, and obviously can teach this Treasury calculation and show them the case law and Tampa Bay 1983 and says start your subrogation, challenge the judge's jurisdiction, put them on notice of liability, file for the power of attorney, take over that merchant number, or they call it a straw man or whatever. It's the same thing. It's this dead man, if you will. Your brain. If you only had a brain, they call it straw man on the Wizard of Oz. So it's your TIN number, your tax ID. So that's it, guys. So we'll pour this out on these ministries, and when it goes to appellate court now, if they try to take me to trial, I'll appeal it, which they're not going to take me to trial in 2 days. So I don't care if they do. I don't care what they do to me. If I wish they would take me to trial in 2 days so we can get over, so I can just say mistrial and get to appellate court and appeal it, and it's not going to go. It's going to get to put into a change of venue, is what's going to happen with this case. So I already know that. So I will file that motion. I have to file it for myself, but they will. They're going to try. They don't have no choice in this case. You'll see they'll be subservient to what I tell them, because in court I already told them to file the change of venue. So they'll file the change of venue to get out of their county, to try to sweep it out of here. And that means I have to move. So, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'll figure it out when that, it's probably only weeks away too. I'm going to make this thing like grease lightning, baby. Because if they don't if they do not bow down, drop all charges, and my only agreement is I won't sue the county or the state. I will sue every bond that's on this fucking, oh my God, yeah, that's, I'm not going to go there. So anyways, they're not going to get away with it, and I think they were, and they know that, and I think they're very aware of that by now, brothers and sisters. So, because I need to get my son, so he's not looking over his fucking back. I can't believe this happened to my son. I'm so beside myself. It is what it is. I can't change it. So the sooner I can get this to go to trial, see what I'm saying? The sooner I get my son exonerated from whatever charges it is, and we can get this shit taken care of. Because I don't want my son looking over his shoulder, having to worry about somebody, throwing him in a rape cage. He needs to get this taken care of. So, what a disappointing day, but it's okay. It's meant to happen. You know what I'm saying? If God didn't want it to happen, it wouldn't. But I've talked to a couple of people about their opinions about it, and they say good for him. He's living his life. He's not worrying about it. Then if he sees you on, in your channel, which he might be watching, if he ran, he'd probably watch your channel and sees what you've been doing. So he understands, and he just is living. I'm like, yeah, okay, well, whatever. He's so fucking close. It was just right there. Thought I was going to get to see him. I might not ever get to see him again. He might move to some other fucking country, Bahamas, Bermuda, or something. I thought I was going to get to see him at least, and it's okay if I don't. It's hard to swallow, guys. How's it like? It sucks, man. But thank you, Father, for this hard-ass time. You make everything so stinking hard. Sometimes you feel like you hate me, Father, but that's okay. I still love you, Father. No matter what, I still love you, Shiloh. I don't care what you do to me. You're not going to make me stop loving you. I'll never falter. I don't even care if Elijah's not there, and I got nobody to be there with, just my brothers and sisters that I've met on this channel. I don't know if my son's going to make it there, brothers and sisters, or not. So, I won't falter. I'll be like Daniel. So throw me into your den of lions. Go ahead and bring these fake lions at me or whatever. You're right. And we'll get this taken care of. So I apologize, guys. I just never thought I thought we were going to go to trial. I thought I was going to get to at least see him, talk to him. And I don't think that, I don't know if that's what I'm saying. So I can't speak to him, but wherever he's at, God bless that young man. I hope your dad's taking care of it. I won't falter, son. I can't speak to them directly because I don't want to ever break this thing that I have. I'm not going to let them throw me in a cage and then not be able to help them. I'm out of this cage, so I'm more efficient and out of the cage right now. So I can help myself and we can minister. So I think I'm better out here. So I want to get this done so I can get him out of this, guys. You know what I'm saying? If I have the proof, come listen to it. If I don't, throw me in prison. Then, or whatever you're going to do to me or him. I already told him we might both end up in prison over this, and he was okay with that. I apologize. You got to sit here and my heart's broken, guys. I don't know what to do now. There was something there when I thought there was maybe be some chance of seeing him. I really had a lot of drive to just not drive. This makes more drive in me, but it just was it made the case different. Like I can get this done. I can finally get it through it. So what if it has to go through appellate court? We'll get it figured out. Elijah can sit 6 months in prison or something. He already, he's wouldn't be the end of the world. It didn't matter if it took me time to get it taken care of. So I just felt like he'd held strong. So, but I don't blame him. It's okay. I love him no matter whatever decision he makes. It's okay. Father's got his back. I'm sure he does. His name's not Elisha for no reason. So, all right, guys. I'm just going to be so alone out here. Love you, brothers and sisters. Thanks for being here for me over these last 6 months. And if you continue to stay with me, hopefully you can watch history being made. And I won't falter. I'll keep trying to come in here every day. I'll try not to shut down and keep trying to be your pastor and keep showing you these. Remember that Shepherd's Crossing's coming up. Be ready. Shepherd's Crossing, another beautiful celestial sign that's happened before, guys. Don't not be a witness to these beautiful celestial markers that he's given us. Just like the time when he was here. There's the same signs, guys. This is such a beautiful time to be here, to be a witness, the remnant. We're such a fortunate generation. So I hope my son's out there enjoying his time. You know what I'm saying? We only have so much time here. He's not enslaved by this corporation. Kind of hope he's left the country if he went. I don't want him to be in this horrible country. Hope he goes far, far away. Hope he never comes back here again. Don't come back for me, please. Because then he can come back when I get it taken care of, guys. And he won't have to look over his shoulder anymore. I never wanted him to look over his shoulder. I've never lived like that. I've always taught him to take care of his shit. You know, I told you that in here. I told him if you do the crime, do the time. And he did, so he's all right. His poor wife, too. I don't know anything about his wife. I don't know how she's involved in this either. It's my daughter. So I really want to get this case over, guys. I want to get this case over. Yeah, he's on the run now. I didn't think he was. We have all the evidence. I don't understand. We've come this far, but that's okay. There's still affirmative defense. There's still justification and excuse defense. I know the law, so I won't falter. I'll continue to assert my rights. And I just hope if he's wife and they're happy, I don't want him to have to look. I don't want her to have to look over her shoulder either. She doesn't deserve that shit. What a filthy system we live in, guys. What a filthy system not to look at this evidence before they come swat this house. They don't care about me. I'm just saying, what a waste. What a waste. This country has become just an absolute pit of hell. It's just filthy. There is no liberty. There is no justice in this case. There has been none. No rights. Oh, there's been a violation. You'd see there's been hundreds of violations of rights in this case. Miranda and Sixth Amendment. So many rights. Fourth Amendment. I just wasn't expecting this, guys. And it's okay. I said before I went down there, I know God's going to throw something at me I never expected, man. I'll think something and he'll laugh at me and go, oh, and look, I was right, huh? It ain't about Tracy being right. I'm just saying. Called it. It's going to be the last thing I fucking expect. So, thanks for dealing with me, guys. And again, I apologize for all the cursing. I don't know, just stressed a little bit. I'm just a man. I'm not anything special. I'm not above anybody. I have to go now. Anxiety, I have to. I have to file a change of venue, but I don't have anywhere to go. I have nowhere to go. So I don't have friends. I don't have family. So Elijah is the only person I have connection to this rock. There is nobody else here other than my brothers and sisters that I can't be with on this channel that would be a part of the bride. But I just don't, man. I'm just a loner. I've always been that way. Just been separate from society. So it'll be all right. I don't know. I don't care. I'll sleep on a fucking cot. I don't need shit. Sleep in a damn. I don't need anything. I'll lay on the ground. I don't need anything. I just need these people to get this case done now so I can get my son's life back. And, it's okay. Whatever times takes, it'll be God's time. So, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Who are we to say about God's time? So I said he'll laugh at me. I'll say I want something. He'll just laugh at me. I said, you guys watched it. I'll go down there and I'll think something and he'll just do the complete opposite just to laugh in my face. So I love my son, Elijah John Werner, and I'm so sorry that this fucking criminal system country that you were birthed here, but I'm going to try to figure this out as soon as I can. State of Oregon, Lake County, I got my case, I got my discovery, got thousands of hours. So I got discovery. What do you got to prove me? They ain't got shit, brothers and sisters. They ain't got no case against me. Hurry up and bring your case. You're violating my right, a Sixth Amendment right, the constitutional right. You delay me by 1 second. You violated my Sixth Amendment rights to speedy trial, adequate counsel under my Miranda rights. So I'll represent myself. I don't need fucking representation. That is the route we're going to go, brothers and sisters. I'll represent myself. I don't need an attorney. I don't need an attorney in this case. I'll represent myself. So I'll make sure I file that motion here in the next couple of days too. So I don't need to sit there in their OPDC. Fuck you and your stupid alphabet soup, whatever program you. I don't need an attorney. Wait till you see my summons list. Wait till you see my discovery, Lake County. I'm going to file so much discovery, you'll never be able to take it. You won't afford it. You will file for the change of venue to get it out of this county because you will not be able to do it. It should never be in this county to begin with. You don't police yourself. I'm talking about police corruption, police targeting. This is all the exact count. This is the exact case that would exactly apply for a change of venue. So, guys, I tried to stay here as long as I could, guys. You got to understand this change of venue makes me have to leave my own fucking property, guys. And who the fuck's going to watch this property for me, guys? I have to bring animals with me. This is a big, big fucking thing in my life, okay? So I apologize for being so, I try to avoid leaving. I've tried to get them to do this. Now I'm going to have to leave my own fucking property. It took me 10 years to build this place, and I got nowhere else to go. So I can't take my motorhome. They shot all the fucking windows out of it and shot the windshield, and it's going to shit now because the water's been getting in it. It's even got to issue the transmission. So that's right. I don't need anything. Like I said, I'll lay on a street. If I got something to lay on, I don't need wherever I got to go, I'll go. I don't need anything. So Father, provide for me. I appreciate your support, guys. I'm just a little lost right now, obviously. And I normally have some direction, and I do. I have direction. Just keep going forward. I get kicked back a lot, and I just as long as I keep moving forward, I'm okay. So I'll move forward. I don't have hope. I don't like the word hope. I don't like the word deserve. I don't deserve anything. I don't have any hope. I have faith. Faith is what I have. Endurance is what keeps me here. The one word I've told you over and over, endure, he said. So no matter how rough he makes it, and this is really rough, I will prevail, and I will show you that I will continue to fight these people until the death to keep my son from going to prison, as I said on their Discovery Anonymous callers, but never with arms. Never once did I say that. So they're idiots. I don't know. I need to spend some time and just, I don't know. And I don't mind staying on. I don't know, guys. I just don't want my son to have to be looking over his back. I never thought that was going to happen in this case. We have all the evidence to clear him. He shouldn't be running at all for anything. There's no reason. If he did something, he would still face it. So it makes no sense. Did they snatch him up? Where'd he go? I don't know. I'll never know. God knows. So it's okay. They've been targeting him, guys. No, he's not in jail. He never showed up to his appointment in September. That's what they say. Did they do something back to my son in September? Nobody's seen him since. He went dark, guys. I wasn't expecting that. Remember the other, my son's so strong. I can't believe we're so fucking close. I'll see him in 3 or 4 days, even if they throw him in prison. I'll tell him we got this dude. How do they even summons me to fucking trial, guys? If he left back in September, October, November, December, they just serviced me last month. What fucking stupid pigs, man. Wasting my time, guys. I had to drive down there. I don't have the fucking gas money. I'm fucking $300 short this month because you fucking assholes have taken my whole goddamn life from me. My means, you fucking shadow banned my marketplace account, my Craigslist. I can't even make a living on the internet anymore. Brothers, sisters, months and months and months and months go by with nothing. I put so fucking shit so cheap. Nobody, I know they've got my shit shadow banned. And that's why I've unfortunately made my living. So I could be a single dad for 8 years and be at my son's football practices and PTA, all of it. So I wouldn't trade the life I had, but I can't even sell anything anymore. So, they take my means of providing a living. And so, I got to drive all the way the fuck down there, and I appreciate people, had went with me, but I had to buy them lunch, and, I didn't have that money either. It's such a fucking waste, man. These people are such filthy pigs. I'm the only fucking witness that's going to show up. They knew that. They could have told me your son didn't fucking show up back in September. We're not having a fucking trial, Tracy. There was nobody there, guys. They wasted my fucking money and my time. And it's not like I care. I just don't have it right now. I've been doing this all the time up until the end here. This was the time up into trial. So, I got to go. I got to go and figure out how I'm going to take care of my finances and do something else here, guys. I'm spinning myself in a circle. I don't know. And I don't like to do that because I don't feel like I'm going forward. So I love you, brothers, sisters. I appreciate all your support of this ministry. I appreciate all your tithe of time. And I won't falter. I'll try to come back and continue to pastor every day the gospel. I will not give up on that. That is my love, is the gospel. I love my son, but not nearly as much as I love the gospel. My son can kiss my motherfucking ass. Kiss my ass, I don't give a fuck about you, son. I already told you. I have to worry about myself. I'll meet you there. You're on your own, kid. Shiloh is my love, not you. You're just my son. You're on your own. I'm not talking to him directly, brothers and sisters. These are things I've already told my son. I'm just his dad. I'm not his father. So he's got to make his own way there. So he's a strong man. However he chooses to do it, I support. Whatever, if he chose to do this is what he chose to do. I just didn't see it coming. So I love him a lot. And he did his time, and he made his mistake. And, he did his time. So I hope he's enjoying his time and he ain't thinking about this and looking over his shoulder. He's just enjoying his time. I hope he left the fucking country. So, all right, I need to sit here and go back to, I don't know. We'll see what Father has in store for the night for me. So I do need to eat something. My stomach is not feeling very good right now. And so I love you guys, and I'll see you again soon, Lord willing. Thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Please support this ministry by coming back and checking on me. Okay, just, make sure I'm here and keep track. And that's what I can ask. That's all I can ask for you. I love you guys, and this ministry is such a beautiful thing. I cannot thank the Father so much for this. I couldn't have made it through 6 months, so I apologize. I've been a little rough around the edges as your teacher and your pastor, but I'm trying to make it through this life too. And I know we all got a lot of issues, and so life's not easy for any of us. You know what I'm saying? It's all very difficult. We're all going through our own tribulation, ellipsis, suffering. So I just hope your suffering is for the cause. It's for the cause of the Father. You know what I'm saying? And not of our own. So I hope, Father, that nothing I'm doing right now is of my will, and that you're leading me, and just use me. Just use me, Father. Just use me. I have no more purpose here for this place other than you. Thank you for being a part of that, brothers and sisters. You're an absolute lifesaver, whether you understand what I'm saying or not. I'm not threatening anything. It's just, I have no life. I just do, like my son said, all you do is God. Dad, you just separated yourself from society. There's nobody wants to do. All you ever do is talk about God. But I love Shiloh so much, guys. I just do. I just do. And I love you too, but I just don't love you as much as I love him. He is my love. I'm going to declare that until the day I die. There's nothing he can do to take that away from me. Even if he doesn't give me the gift of an inheritance, and I go to hell, I'm not afraid to die and go to hell. I'm more afraid to come back, as I've said to you, and come back and not be with him. I don't want to be here on this rock and not be with him. So, I love my son, but not as much as I love Shiloh. All right, guys? So I hope you love him as much as I do, because I want to be there with you too. I don't know if my son's going to be there. Hell, I don't even know if I'm going to be there. But I know that's what I'm aiming for. He's my prize. It's a long race, guys. I know I got a long way to go. I got a big case, federal case above me, so I better get together and not mess anything up. Much blessings. I apologize for the tears. I'm just a man, so I've got emotions, and I'm not afraid to hold things in, because I won't make it if I hold things in, guys. I can't. Obviously, whatever, it's who I am. They're not going to shut me up, man. They're having to fucking kill me to shoot me. Hit me with some live bullets next time. Like Lavoy Finicum, it aims for the head, state troopers. It aims for the fucking head, right? It puts the target on the head. It pulls the trigger. You missed, bitch. No, they hit me with a tear gas canister. It's all right, guys. I'll be all right. It's just flesh, so I apologize. God, I'm filthy rags. I love you, brothers, sisters. Blessings. I don't feel much like a pastor or a teacher right now. I feel just like lost, but I love you that I have you, and I appreciate it. I'll be back. Nothing's happening here. I'll be fine. I'm never going to take my life or anything. They would come in here and shoot me before I would ever do anything. I'll never hurt myself. No fucking way. You have to endure the end to be saved, brothers, sisters. And so, how the fuck are you going to shoot yourself in the head and kill yourself? And he said, endure to the end to be saved. So you have to endure the end. That's a sissy, punk ass bitch route. And I ain't that man. So it's just flesh. It hurts a lot. And I just miss my son so much. And I thought I was going to get to see him. And now I don't know. And so please look past my faults and my cursing and my tears. And it's just so, it's all right. I'll be okay. There's nothing they've done to me that God did not right. And I thank you for being a witness today. And I didn't know what to say to come in here. That they tell you that he, he ran. I mean, I thought I was going to see him. So it was just confusing for me. So I just don't want him to have to look over his shoulder. So I will try to get this done as soon as I can humanly possibly do it in this flesh and get this case over with so that I can exonerate my son's charges. You'll see Elijah did his charges. If you've been here, you know that. Or he did his time. So this is Father's test of all of us, if you will. So thank you for your tithe the time again, guys. You're an absolute. You're as close as the prize. You're a gem to me, if you will. Not you know what I'm saying. You're helping me. That gold and silver refiner's fire, the things that are the finer, not like that. This inheritance. I just couldn't done it without you guys. I just wouldn't feel like this is. You give me value. You give me purpose in this life too. To be a teacher and a pastor. And again, please. Maybe I'll just delete all this after this happens. We'll delete all this whole thing off here and we'll go back to the, where you can go and find hundreds and 1,000 hours with no cursing, not one curse word. And maybe I'll just go back to being that. And I'm just a little bit of it tested. So, always agape and phileo, brothers, sisters. Until next time, Revelation. Hope you're living that book right now. What a blessing it is to be the remnant. Welcome to the new age. What a test this has been. It's not the end of the world, brothers and sisters. We got sorrows, so don't expect anything to get better. Please focus on, keep your eye on the prize and why you're here and what you're here to do. I don't want to hear, hope you don't want to hear to give that, shekel to the rich man, if you will, or depart from me. I never knew you, worker of iniquity. I hope to hear that, a wise and faithful servant. And I hope to hear that wedding, that harbor's harp. I want to be there with you, brothers and sisters, because there's nobody else here for me on this earth. There is nobody here. So thank you for being a part of that, because there isn't anything else here for me other than you, brothers and sisters, in the narrow way. As he said, I am the those. I am the aletheia. That's I'm trying to help you to understand this truth that he writes on our hearts. Hopefully you benefited from this, and the gain that you are for me is your tithe of time, and that you've taken something from this ministry. If we never see each other again, brothers and sisters, I love you. But Lord willing, I'll be back on again here for the end of the night, or I don't think I'll be back tonight in the morning time, okay? And we'll take up our cross again together as one bride of Christ. I want to come across that finish line with all our hands raised again. Remember, we've had that talk about life is a marathon. And in a marathon, you have to endure to the end, right? And you got to finish strong to win the race. So I'm not going to falter, brothers and sisters. They just gave me a little more juice. So let me get through this little bit of a difficult sputter here, and you'll see I'll come back even stronger and harder tomorrow. Okay, I'll go and I'll be more refined. So let me work through tonight and with Father and sup and pray with him, and I'll be back in the morning time. But don't mourn. Remember, everything be all right. I'll be okay. We'll all be okay. Father's in control, guys. Don't worry. He writes and creates all things. There's nothing that's happening in this world that he didn't already write. We're just seeing an unwinding of his written words. So, hallelujah. Hang on to that, right? Nobody's doing anything here that God didn't already, and God wrote my death. So remember, I'm not going to do it. It's not going to be me. Yeah, I got to go, guys. I love you. That's my habit in here, but that's what Pastor Apocalypse, Pastor Revelation. Whoa.